everybody. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Hi, Twitch. Hi, YouTube. Hello, everybody. How are things? Happy, I want to say Thursday. It's the 24th of July. Welcome back to another fresh, shiny, brand new stream of Farmin' Zul'Aman Rares for Mounts. Also, I set up a sub goal. I set up a really baby one. It's for Twitch only, unfortunately. I don't know any way to, like, combine goals across platforms. I don't think that's a thing. We did really baby little one, and if we reach it, then I will add in our first new emote in, like, 9 years. I don't know if it's been 9 years, but it sure feels like it. Hey, hi, Jake. How you doing? What's up? Ahoy. Hello, everybody. Hi, YouTube. Hi, Twitch. Today is the day. 8 drops. You think it could be? Oh, there's rares up. That's for sure. Let's dig in. Let's start killing them. If they offered them on the store the ability to customize your own cat and put them in the game, I would buy it like 5 times. What are cows? Like, as a concept. Fat Peppy, what happened after stream yesterday? You were telling me something happened. It's $5 Friday. Cow's very intelligent. I think cows look like friends. I've never befriended a cow, but I feel like that I would like to. In another lifetime, I would have spent enough time around, hopefully not a meat cow, to bond and get to know them and have a friend who is a cow. I have 2 friends that are cats. I have a friend that is a dog. One day I'm gonna work my way up to one of those people. Fingers crossed for the rare today. Thank you, Miss Nebulous. Alright, first, Jimothy, now confirmed coming to WoW. I saw the WoW headline. Apparently they're doing it. It's happening. Second, the gym got fired. At first I thought you meant, like you went to the gym and you just got really, like, lit up. Cows will mess you up. They have gang signs and everything. Cows on the wrong side of the tracks. Yeah, the GM. Yeah. I heard that they made a post about that. I didn't read it. I kind of want to. It sounded, I mean, I don't want to say funny because I don't really want to rejoice in someone losing their job, but I do a little bit because they did something very dumb. Let me look at the blue tracker. Maybe it wasn't in a blue tracker. Oh, yeah, there we go. Prohibited gameplay incident in response. This is just for fun. As we mentioned, we internally monitored and confirmed a recent incident in which a World of Warcraft group gained an unfair advantage by abuse of access to development-only spells on a live realm. Our tools confirmed what was also surfaced in community discussions, and we've investigated the incident carefully. We can confirm this was the action of a single Blizzard employee in violation of our code of conduct. This employee is no longer with the company, effective immediately. Also taking action against the player accounts that were complicit. Oh, interesting. Has always been the case that a small number of Blizz employees can use dev tools and spells on live servers, lets us test to make urgent fixes to the game when they're needed. Every use of these spells and commands is logged and shared with our platform security team to help ensure that the occasional use of this access is warranted. So what happened? Use of dev tools for anything other than dev work against policy. It's because of the process we have in place that we're confident it was just one individual. I wonder if the one individual did it more than one time. It doesn't matter if they've been giga-fired, but I wonder if they did it more than once. We want to thank those of you in the WoW community who reached out with the information, as well as community sites that are working to remove the results of this violation from our records. When your findings line up with ours, it helps confirm that our tools are catching what they should. We were definitely on top of it, guys. We actually already knew, and I'm just really glad that you guys helped confirm our findings. We're grateful for the way we work alongside you all to protect the game and each other. We definitely still got this. That's funny. Yeah, good. Conclusion to story. Don't really care much about the key progress. Definitely don't trust that person at GM anymore. No. I'm curious as to what the rest of their career will look like and if they need to switch industries or anything, because that's a pretty big old boo-boo. What are we doing? Tiny vermin not home. Do you drink milk? A cow could be useful. I think they give milk. Not sure if you need to do anything to make them give milk. Pregnant cows, lactating cows give milk. So cows, as far as I know, not a farmer, they get pregnant and then they're given hormones to sustain their lactation for like really long periods of time. I feel that if I had a cow, I would not want to put her through that because that sounds rough. There's a huge judgment lapse. I'm so entertained by the fact that that even happened. It's so funny. I heard the GM had just been sent to the WoW team and was thrilled because they'd been playing for 20 years. I was thinking that that means that they weren't young and stupid, but maybe they started when they were 4. Not that all young people are stupid. No, I think errors in judgment like this can sometimes be concentrated in really young people, but they tend to transcend demographic lines. More excited that Jimothy's coming to WoW. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't really get the Jimothy thing. He's cute, I guess. I hope he's okay. He probably hurts. I don't know. It's strange to me. What mobs can drop them out? The rare ones. Ones with a little silver star next to them here. All of the rares in the zone have a very, very low chance to drop them out. Some guilds said... Oh, hearsay rumors. GM was part of their guild, kicked him for being creepy towards another guildie's wife. Don't get the Jimothy thing either. I might just be reaching a certain level of cynicism that... Maybe just because I didn't, like, see it online for myself until quite late, like yesterday. Nope, nobody here. Don't really care much. Yeah. Was that a PC in your house intro? Sort of, yeah. I cobbled together a couple of different items to sort of emulate a PC. There's a Mechagon chest, and that's got some moving gears, and then I think maybe some like ethereal tubes shrunk down and popped on top of it. Yeah, it's supposed to look like my streaming desk. Oh, let's have some coffee. Let's set ourselves up to wait for a rare, and we'll just have a nice cup of coffee. On Wednesday, I had the worst time finding rare spawns alive, regardless of my realm and war mode status. And then yesterday, they were all just up. And I can't make that make sense. No idea. Must be just lucky, I guess. I'm gonna wait right here and have some coffee. I think the initial Jimothy thing kicked off due to him looking like a cryptid and got more popular from there. Quite a few people wondering how they got hired in the first place. If I was Blizzard, I would look at people's chat logs before I hired them. Yeah. Interesting. Third, apparently the script for the cutscene for supposedly 12.1 was kinda data mined. However, the WoW community was kinda complaining because they confused stage directions with actual dialogue. Oh. Imagine seeing something not finished and complaining that it's not polished. Only rare spawn mount I have is the hummingbird from Herondar, and I got it the same day I got a hummingbird for the meta achievement anyway. And you got the set. I love those mounts. Those are my favorite of the rare mounts, the Herondar Petalwing and the other one, Brilliant and Vibrant Petalwings. I have all the ones from Eversong Woods, none of the others. Not from lack of trying. I think I had one day in which 2 mounts dropped within a 3-hour farming period. Aside from that, I was getting maybe a mount every, like, 3rd, maybe 4th day-ish. Big emphasis on the ish, because I'm not really tracking any of this. Oh, look, a cute birdie. It's like the size of me. I think the initial Jimothy thing kicked off due to him looking like a cryptid, and it got more popular from there. Well, I bet a lot of people will be happy that he's coming to WoW. At around 600 kills in the Eversong Woods rares with no luck. Oh, man. The title gave me the impression it was a video guide, which it isn't really. Yeah. That's a good point. How many days since the last mount? More than 2. You'd think I would keep better track of this stuff. I feel like I probably should, because people might ask. I think I live in a nebulous void of time where I think perhaps that perhaps it has been going on forever and also just began. Wonder if others saw it, thought something else. I mean, it does tell you where they come from. I show how to, like, I show the undermined exchange prices, and I show you can get this one in the auction house, you can get this one on the, from a treasure in Voidstorm, you can't get this one at all. So, like, it does show the toys and, like, where to get them. But you're right, it is structured a bit differently. I'm not using a kill count add-on, but I really don't need to know. Sometimes you need to have a good think about whether or not information is going to add to your life or just make it worse. Saw the Infinite Time Reaver for someone last week. Had totally forgotten that even existed. Oh, nice. I don't know if I've ever seen a natty Time Reaver drop. I got mine in a time walking raid during an anniversary event. And I don't know, like, I've done some time walking. I don't do enough. And I think I maybe just, like, don't pay enough attention to the chat log. I don't think I've ever seen someone just get it. It must be real. It's just a really low drop rate. Seeing this on YouTube feels weird. Oh, hey, Jai. Welcome. We're live on both. You can choose the platform of your personal particular preference. You've got options now. Well. I tried to use my influence to get into the friends and family alpha of some WoW expansion when my cousin was working for Blizzard and it didn't work. Not sure if that counts as corruption. I don't think so. I think you're all clear. 1,600 kills in Herondor since the first mount dropped. Oh, wow. Got mine from Priestess, Delrissa, and Magister's Terrace. Got my Time Reaver from Dawn of the Infinite. Don't really do enough time walking to get it natty. People, I don't know how you do enough time walking to get it natty. I feel like one of the lowest just drop rates in terms of percentage of likeliness to happen in the game. Because people do tons and tons and tons of time walking for years and years and never see it. Hey, guys. Hey, how you doing? How's it going? Oh, it's really up. I love it when it's not a lie. Mount Sunday dropped for me on a level 80. Oh, good, good. Oh, congratulations. That's good. That's good data to have. You see they're going to be removing decor duels. I did, yeah, and double currency until they do, so people can get in there and wrap it up. So the Instagram reel from yesterday's live, so I've got to continue the trend. Hazel, what is your favorite pet? And also, what's your credit card number? And the little 3 digits in the back. Oh, man. What's your mother's maiden name, you know? Don't answer that. Really hate the crab rare. It's sometimes it's up and sometimes it says it's up and it's a lie. And I feel lied to. Bob. Dropped in a Stanward time walking dungeon some time ago. That was some months after seeing it just drop for someone else. Uh-oh. I have beasts at my gate. Meow. I think that Tiki is trying to work on developing a real meow, but he doesn't really have it yet. He kind of sounds like a monkey or like the beginning of that System of a Down song where he goes, ooh, ah, ah, ah. That's kind of his thing. Got my Void surfboard last night. No more Vol. Nice. Grats, rain showers. Sometimes content, you do it and you're like, this is so cool. This is such a sick game. And sometimes you do content and you're like, I am so done with this. And I'm so glad I get to not do this anymore. Sometimes the joy is from doing and sometimes the joy is from a release from feeling like you got to do it. Kitty Rotten, thank you very much for the 5 gift subs. Appreciate it. Whoa. He did, You made the goal. You did it. I gotta unleash. I promised. I didn't even lay it out very clearly, but what I was gonna do and what I'm gonna do right now, when I find a tab for it and make sure that I'm not exposing all of my secrets, I'm unleashing. We've got 3 new emotes to unlock here. Let's see, viewer rewards emotes for Twitch. I will add them to YouTube at a later time when I can find them. We said Tiki. Tiki's going to be the first one. We're going to take Tiki. We're going to add him to regular sub slot. Emotes assignment saved. All right. It should. Hazel Tiki. Hang on. Here, let me camp at a rare. Oh, I am camped at a rare, aren't I? I'm at Ufaga's cave. Emotes, what a day. Sounded more disturbed than System of a Down. That should have worked. It should have worked. Maybe it just takes a second. Let me double check. Oh my god, I have so many tabs open. I have so many tabs open that I'm gonna die. Emotes. Tiki. How do you do emotes? Oh, you did that. You don't type the. I think I just I wonder why. What happens if I type a different one? Hazel Yikes. It does work? Is it working in the chat? It doesn't work for, like, I just see text. I'm gonna refresh my chat window. If I can. We're waiting for the row to come up anyway. Oh, I see it in the chat. Okay. Alright, good. Good, that's the dream. And then we can say that we, ended the goal. We did it. Very good, very good. I guess we can run the next one. I was gonna do, let's do 5 again. And this is for Unleash the Moose emote. It's pretty cute. I will caution in advance. It doesn't look that much like Moose to me, but I think he's just a hard dog to emote. The artists really did their best. Do 10? You gotta increase the stakes? Okay, alright, alright. Okay, I'll do it. I will allow my greed to overtake me. Hang on, so we're gonna end this. And we're gonna do it again. Alright, unleash the moose. I just don't want to disappoint anybody. I paid for what? There we go. Go big or go home. I feel like for the hair dye sub goal, we went almost arguably too big. So this is I'm trying to think smaller. Oh, instantly, immediately. You guys did it immediately. Surely we call that emote Loose the Moose. All right, 10 gift subs instantly hit the chat. That's crazy. Thank you very much. Okay, let me unloose the moose. Wow. I didn't think that was gonna happen. We're gonna go into the emotes and we're gonna find Moosey and we're gonna assign him to 1. After today's stream, I will add all of these to the YouTube stream so YouTube members can use them in the YouTube stream too. I think it's just gonna take a bit of setting up, but it should be live. Let's see. Hazel Moose. Does that look like anything? I need to refresh this again, I bet. Let me try the Hazel Tiki and see if I can see them. I can see the Tiki one. All right. I'm just gonna reload my my chat again. There it is. There it is. What do you guys think? It's cute. I figure we can have you guys can have some emotes that you can use whenever you see the relevant pet, because my favorite use of emotes is just word association. I'm not conveying any emotions. I'm just like, I see cow, I put cow emote. I see moose, I put moose emote. Yeah, a little refresh, it'll kick in. All right, 10,000 for tuna. Yeah, I guess we should set up the tuna. How many should we do for tuna? Should we do 10 again? Still love the plant and fish. We've got some, yeah, plants in there, fish is in there. Fish is not that far off of, our girl lettuce back there. Double, 20! 20 for tuna, okay. We don't have to do this today, by the way. This is this is not like a mandatory you must do this instant. There's time. We're counting new subs and not total, so there's no attrition. Unleash the tuna emote. And that's the last one I have. Alright. There you go. Good to have something to work towards. Yeah. It can take a while. Yeah, if there's no time limit, may as well go big. I kind of thought that the Mr. Turtle was going to spawn while we were doing all that. I agree. Maybe I should open my doors in case Tiki or Moose or somebody want to come by and cause some havoc. Tiki, we did your emote. Come here. What? Emote subject was waiting outside office door. I opened the door. He like went and just like ran right in. Hi. You're an emote. You're a Twitch emote. You're a star. You're so pretty. You're so pretty. He's gonna be kind of hyper. I feel like he's gonna be getting up to trouble right now. And it's not his nap time yet. We're still at crazy o'clock. Hi. Oh, you're so cute though. Oh, you're so cute. Hi. That's Nebulous. Thank you very much for the 6-month resub. Yay, more emotes. Kitty. Nice kitty. Oh, somebody turned me into a witch. I have logged into chaos. We got 2 new emotes. We got a goal set up for unlocking the 3rd one. You try out Hazel Tiki and Hazel Moose. Crazy o'clock, I like this term. Fluffy baby. He's looking for stuff to knock off my desk. Hi. Hello. Silver Moon Guards, we have a void sympathizer. That is me. That is me. Hi. Hi. You can call me the Void Mother. Ooh. Straw spotted attack plan formulating, right? Okay. Put this away. Tuna, how did you come from my closet? Were you in there the whole time? Tuna, what are you doing? Where did you come from? I can't get him. He is sticking to his crazy o'clock ethos. You're working on him, meow. You're working up to it. You're practicing. He's making some weird sounds while he gets there, though. Can you fish in this water? I've never tried. Oh, see you later. No fishing. I love them. They're so cute. I think we figured out how to all sleep in bed together without them waking me up in the middle of the night. Lately, when I wake up in the middle of the night, it's not the cats, it's just regular garden issue variety anxiety. Garden variety anxiety, that's the word for it. Hello? Mr. Turtle? For us, it was easy. Get a bigger bed. Yeah. I wouldn't mind a bigger bed, but it would be like one of those things where you ever see a room and the bed is taking up 95% of the room and you have to kind of shuffle sideways like a crab to get around it because it's so close to the wall on all sides. That's pretty much what it would turn into if it was a king bed in there. I'm not totally opposed to that. It might be worth it. +3 armor besties needed. And it depends on if you're letting them under the covers or not. Oh, he's here, he's here. Someone that has moved and done and undone a lot of beds, fixing bed frames can be a nightmare. My bed frame that's in there right now, it has been assembled in 2 rooms under my possession. It's lived elsewhere before me because it's a hand-me-down from my mom. But I've never built it. My family built it before I moved home. And then the movers built it for me when I moved here. I got movers and they took care of the bed frame. Shout out to them. So I don't actually have any idea how to take it apart. I'm gonna say something and it's gonna be kind of woo, but I like it because it's a free bed and it supports me and I appreciate that I have a place to sleep. But I would like one day that's made out of a different material because this one is made out of metal. It's like iron, and not in like a wrought iron Victoria way, but in kind of like a modern hollow iron bars sort of situation. And I feel like the metal is tamping down my vibrations. I feel like it's not letting my spirit access the higher plane it needs to while I'm sleeping. I feel like I need wood or bamboo or something a little more natural and a little less Bluetooth blocking. My internal Bluetooth is stifled. Do you ever play Classic, and how would you feel about a Classic Plus? I never play Classic. I have played Hardcore. I like Hardcore a lot when I play by myself. I don't really play with other people. Classic Plus doesn't, I think, hold any appeal for me. I don't think there's anything for me there. I did watch some crazy YouTube videos. I was catching up on some classic drama, the thing with the scary guild. I watched that whole like hour plus long video on like 2x speed, but I did watch it. Wild. Classic minus. Oh dear. I think it's great. I think people will really like it. I just don't think it's for me. The game's big enough for multiple spheres of stuff. Ancient Mate, thank you very much for the 3-month resub. Just threw you a prime. Thank you. Will continue lurking now. Crawls back into the basement. Oh, that is where one would store Ancient Meat. Isn't iron supposed to interfere with fey magic? Maybe I'm a fairy? Haven't heard about this. There's more drama. It was more of like a guild thing. There was some guild. And I'm not really gonna get into it because I'm not. Their whole thing is like harassing people and streamers and like communities and stuff, and just yucky. big, yucky, kind of upsetting behavior. Hopefully Blizzard interferes. Apparently they know about it now. Besides all, we all know that with iron, Aaron runs an iron urn. Aaron runs an iron urn. Am I going to wait this one out? I have so much time. Let's do another lap, and if we're not finding it, we try another character. Or maybe pop off war mode. Aaron earns an iron urn. Ah. Hello! Hi, Scarlett. How are you doing? Happy Thursday. I exist. Too late for the joke. Has Aaron already earned his urn? Not too late for me. I haven't even finished my coffee yet. And then we did that one. We're going to check on these guys. When I get my mount, I will leave this place. And I won't get to live here anymore. I feel like this has become my home. Good morning, all you beautiful humans. Good morning, Nymoose. How are you doing today? How's rare farming? It's good. It's good. It's comfy. I've been doing it for a little while now. It's been a couple of weeks of streams like this. How long have we been on just the last mount? Like, I don't know. Maybe if I went back and looked at my stream titles, I would see when it switched over from 6 of 8 to 7 of 8. Let me get the last one. 84 years. I did see they're making Jimothy into a pet. My dog's belly is currently being used as a stand for the iPad I'm watching you in. Oh, give Doggy some of his favorite, his or her favorite scritches for me. Dog belt iPad stand. I like the videos of people with their cats that are like holding the phone. Any activity or drop in game that you missed, really regret it, no longer available? I don't think so. I know that's boring. If it's no longer available and I didn't get it, it just wasn't meant to be. LeBron James signs with the 76ers. What happened to the 1 through 75s? Spent so long in Ice Crown Citadel trying to get invincible over the years, it feels like my second home. I'll know Hazel misses the eye of the jailer mechanic. Morning, Sunshine. Good morning, White Wolf. How you doing? Violet Spellwing. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a nice mount. A lot of things that were limited time, but fairly easy to get. I just kind of got them. I guess some things I didn't get, but they've sort of compensated in the meantime. I didn't do very much important content in MoP. I played all through MoP, but I never did challenge modes. I never got my legendary cloak. I didn't unlock Ordon's Isle or whatever. I don't know that I regret it, though. I think it's fine. I was busy. I was doing other stuff. Missed it in Remix, even though I was right there. From Tucumcari NM. We got there. If Classic ends up going to WoD, I think I gotta try it out. We used to joke that if WoD ever, if Classic ever made it to WoD, that I would try it. I think I was memeing. WoD would be next, right? And that's probably why people are talking about Classic Plus, because WoD would be crazy. Oh, New Mexico. Ah. I see, I see. Want my chance at the Grove Warden? Did data mine some stuff that suggested WoD Classic would be a thing. Oh dear. Apparently there's data mining for it showing the Dread Raven, which kind of hypes me up. Really. I farmed the Herondar mount so much that I have all the lumber spawns in the zone memorized now. Nice. Also known as Radiator Springs in the movie Cars. Oh, okay. Check on this one. What are you guys knocking over? Are you guys breaking into the unbreakable kibble container? Hang on. I need to kill this rare and then I'm gonna investigate. Did it break? Okay. Thanks, honey. Oh my god. Played since Cata back when I was like 6 years old. It was only in WoD when I started paying for the sub, so gotta try it out. Yeah, Nostalgic X back. I spent so much time. WoD was a special time. I feel like WoD was when I started streaming on Twitch. So I was like a baby streamer back then. I streamed... I don't remember if I streamed a lot. I feel like I didn't do long streams. I don't think I've ever consistently done long streams. But I was like grinding a little bit more. That was back when I still thought that if you were gonna be a streamer, you had to PvP. So I was gonna have to PvP. Not the most stunning and thrilling content, to be honest. Kitty's gonna kitty. Don't think they're gonna go to WoD. Was playing Cata Classic, moved to Mop Classic, and I think they aren't going to WoD, but I would play it if they did. Yeah. Back for mount time. Alright, I'm ready. One mount. Consistently think you've done like 6. I forgot what I said. I don't know if this is shade or not. You weren't a Giga streamer during your Don't Starve playthroughs? No. Absolutely not. Been PvPing with a friend who streams and he absolutely refuses to stream it. Oh man. If anything, I could see them skipping WoD going to Legion like Remix. That would be something. BRF, HFC are so nostalgic for me. HFC was a cool raid, but we were there for so long that we lost people that have never come back. Did you start out doing longer streams? That's a good question. I know I had back when I streamed on YouTube, which was a little bit later, I did like 2 streams a week and they were 90 minutes each. I did like Tuesday and Friday or something, which was kind of crazy that I thought that was a meaningful amount of streaming. I had less stamina or something. I guess maybe I was spending more time on YouTube videos. It's hard to split your time and get both done. HFC saw the demise of my 2nd and 3rd guilds. All of WoD was about grinding resources for the Garrison Facebook games, and I found it rather forced how everyone was raving about your Garrison. I thought the Garrison was really cool at first. It did wear a little thin later on, because it wasn't as customizable as I wanted it to be. Me and my wife love watching you on Saturdays. Doo-doo. Alright, 1 rare. One mount. No. Just need Tiny Vermin and the Borer, and then we can scoot on to the next character. I love my Grove Warden so much. Hi, Hazel and chat. Hi, Bella Raindrops. How are you doing? Happy Thursday, I think. I should ride a mount that's more suited to Zul'Aman. I mean, we have the Amani Dragonhawk. We've got the Sharp Talon. That's the other Zul'Aman rare mount. We could probably ride that one around. Oh, I'm just typing into my... It's like, why won't my buttons work? Drove me mad when people described Garrison as housing. How about when people described housing as garrisons? I see where the comparisons come from, and I do, in my head, feel like garrisons are part of the reason why it took them so long to try housing again. Because that was partly... It was sort of the same thing, and it famously tanked. But, yeah, very, very different. Very different actual thing when you're playing it. Oh my god, the BlizzCon rabbit mount flies. Don't think I would play WoD Classic. I stopped playing Mop Classic when I counted the number of BFFs at max on 12 different Sunsong ranches, all of them. And I have at least that many level 3 garrisons in retail. Yeah, that is a huge grind. Too much. I remember doing Sunsong Ranch on multiple characters a day, and that did get very tedious. Mop was the era where I took the most of a break. I didn't unsub, and I was still playing, but because I wasn't raiding, I wasn't part of like a guild that was doing activities or anything. That was when I had my big Dark Souls phase, and I was making a few Dark Souls videos and streaming Dark Souls and Bloodborne and stuff was during MOP because I needed like a break from Sunsong Ranch. No, I don't have it. The Hexed Vilefeather Eagle. I do want it. It's on my wish list. A few of my guildies want crafting tables, functional gardens, and I'm very skeptical in Blizzard doing that after WoD. I could see crafting tables. I don't want functional like herbs, basically. I don't want it producing mats. Crafting, I feel like, is sort of harmless. You'd still have to go back to town for your trainer and whatever anyway. Oh, hello. Yeah. Kitty down there. Yeah, I think the Vilefeather Eagle's really cool. I'm kind of scared of the farm, though. I've heard a few people talk about doing it, and I've not heard... Very few people have it. None of them that I've heard from describe it as chill or reasonable. Everyone speaks of this thing like it ruined their life and destroyed their marriage. I want a garden I can play with, but not to grow mats. Yeah, I think it would be cool to be able to grow decor. You know, like have a seedling that you plant that, like... you know, sprouts over time and then maybe dies back. It'd be cool being able to design like a seasonal garden in the game that just kind of cosmetically changes. Just like it'd be cool to have more, I don't know, weather and seasons and stuff. Plant stuff, harvest stuff. Maybe we can exchange them with the townsfolk just for fun. Yeah. Currency does drop, just not quickly. Definitely a patience farm. Rough drops are low, everything hurts. The longer I wait, the less of the everything hurts will be a problem. But, yeah, I think the drops are going to kind of suck. Yeah! Is that who I think it is? Or is there another one? Good morning, Hazel. Reporting back to say I enjoyed your fun toy video. Oh, thank you, Flauto. Did the grind for it during the 3-day early access period of the expansion. Took 7 hours of straight grinding to get it. Oh, the vermin. It's here. You tagged it. Fun gal honest. How embarrassing is it that I feel like that definitely has to do with me? Of all the character names that you could come across in WoW, that one I'm like, I think they know me. That's my legacy right there. Oh dear. Some kind of a neighborhood bulletin to ask for specific builds, neighborhood work orders. A war supply chest. I've never looted one of these before. I just got Conquest and Honor for free. Huh. Weird. Unless they buff world mobs in future patches, they'll die easier. Like in that northwest Venthyr area. Yeah. Even the bee farm in, like the bee and wolf farm in the end of War Within got way easier in the last patch. I was able to solo it pretty comfy. How lucky! Oh, you're in war mode. I am in war mode. Is it lucky that no one wanted to fight me for it? I don't really know how war chests work. Didn't think the Hex Eagle was too bad. Not fun. 7 to 8 hours. Yeah, that's like 3 streams. You know, to allow time for me lollygagging and socializing and whatnot. Usually farmed by raids. Easier to find the rares in war mode? Sometimes, yeah. It's at the very least a different shard. You're only going to be fighting for other players in war mode with them. So it can be, especially on a normal and non-RP server, a little easier to find him. Whoever gets through the initial process of opening the chest first claims it for the faction. Oh, so someone else in the Alliance probably got it and that let me loot it. You'd think I'd be smart enough to wait, but my goblin mitts must have. I think I have 50 right now. Yo, 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 anyone fancy a tuna salad? I had, and this might be controversial. It shouldn't be. It's just food. It's my life. You gotta let me live my life. I made the tuna jacket potato last night. We both did. My husband roasted the potatoes, and then I made the tuna salad. and I put it on the potatoes, and I topped it with some cheese, and I rebaked them for a while. And they were good, man. They were really good. I liked it even better than baked beans on the potato. If anything, I didn't make enough of them because I was still hungry later, and then I had to have emergency garlic toast. It sounds good, right? I did it basically the same way I would do it for a tuna sandwich, where just, you know, canned tuna, pickles, green onions. I like to add a little oregano to any tuna salad. I like it in there. I think it's yummy. Some cheese, a little aged cheddar, a lot of aged cheddar. You know, cheese was not designed for moderation. Shocked when I found out tuna fish in the ocean can grow to be the size of small cars. Tuna fishing is such a hardcore extreme sport that they make like hardcore extreme sport TV shows about tuna fishing. There's a few of them, and it's always just like 3 grizzled dudes and then 1 rookie greenhorn who's his first season on the water, and the boat's rocking and the wind's thrashing and the fish are bleeding, and it's all very it's all very intense. Always more cheese. Wow. Emergency garlic toast. I have a fatal flaw in which I can eat the most delicious meal, but if it didn't include any form of bread, I'm going to be hungry later. Even if it had rice, even if it had potato, it could have other starches, and it still won't trigger the thing where I feel like I've eaten something. So I end up putting toast in a lot of strange places where it doesn't really belong, just to round out the meal. I am a bread-based being. Pasta does count. I don't need bread with pasta, although I am not ashamed. I'm not too ashamed to not do it. I've definitely been there. I think Matthew McConaughey, or whoever his name is spelled, has some tuna sandwich recipe went a bit viral. I haven't tried it yet. What does Matthew McConaughey put into his sandwich? The Italians do it right. Bread and olive oil. Eat bread with pretty much anything. I need to make some bread. I started craving my own homemade bread, which is usually a good sign that I need to get off my butt and make some of it. I haven't made bread in ages, like months and months and months. I've been in a little bit of a rut. I'm not, like, depressed, but I'm a little tiny bit depressed adjacent. I have a minor case of the boo-boos. Miss sea fishing. It was hard work sometimes, but being away from the noise was nice. When they catch the giant tunas, do they stuff them into the tiny cans? This is an attempt at a joke. Bread is my downfall. I love bread. What was the movie or TV show that was like, wait, bread makes you fat? Wait, what? I thought bread was healthy. You ever look into grinding your own flour? Bread tastes so much better. No, but in my mind's eye now, you are, what was it, Chicken Little? Who ground her own flour to make her bread. And you're like pecking on the keyboard to type in Twitch chat. It is a good idea. Like I just I'm not at the flour grinding point of my life yet. I'm not that happy. I feel like you have to have an excess of enthusiasm and resources mentally to be grinding your own flour to make your bread. I aspire to get there one day. I am not there right now. Tea's ready, gotta go. Have a fab day, everyone. See you later, Bella Raindrops. Watched a video of someone comparing flour. They ground their own. Didn't look hard. I'm sure it's not hard when you're in that space, but when you're in the space of like, well, I could boil pasta and eat it, or I could skip dinner. It's not. Grinding flour doesn't seem so easy anymore. So many steps and things. You don't need an actual windmill, stone grinding stones these days. There is electricity. Yeah, I'm just saying my bar's in hell. People used to have all day to make food, now not so much. Am I in war mode? I'm not in war mode. Do I want to be in war mode? Maybe. Bowl of Cheerios. Boom. Went to my mom's recently for coffee, and she has randomly decided to start making her own bread. Got a bread maker? She's always up to no good. Oh, your mom sounds like fun. Sometimes you hit that point for a bit where doing the bare minimum feels like doing everything. You just need to exist for a bit. Yeah. Every once in a blue moon. We're doing fine. We're not skipping meals. We're getting emergency garlic toast. Tuna mayo, pickles, red onion, canned corn, frozen green peas, green apple, wasabi paste, lemon juice, red wine vinegar, agave, crispy jalapeno chips. Oh, he's with me on the dried oregano. He lost me a little bit with the wasabi paste and the agave. I don't even know what that tastes like. It's like a plant that people landscape with in the desert. It sounds good. Green apple? Green apple? He putting green apple in a tuna melt? Sorry, it's not a very polite facial expression. It's okay, this is not going to get back to him. Delicious sweetener. Oh. Goes really well with tuna or chicken salad. I will allow the possibility. I don't know if I'm going to do it, though. Agave. 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 Sarah V. Tuna salad only needs like 3 things. Dried cranberries, chicken salad, really good. Green apple in a tuna melt. Get him. Call the authorities. Wee. Can't stand for this. People are doing this, man. I need to get in war mode. I need to get in war mode and end every last one of them. It's like a honey substitute. Oh. I don't know if I was ever eating a tuna salad or like a tuna sandwich and I thought, you know what this needs to be is sweet. I don't think that thought's ever occurred to me. I don't think I'm really adding sweet ingredients to tuna. Why did Hazel fly in a random circle? I'm heading back to the town to turn on war mode to see if I can get some... I'm not finding the rare spawns that I need, and I'm seeing other people camping for them, so I'm going to try to get on a quieter shard. Maybe you had to add the sweet because of the wasabi. Whenever I make sushi bowls, I like to put a little dab of wasabi on the edge of the bowl so that I can maybe dip some stuff into it. But then I always forget, and then it falls into the bowl, and I eat the whole dab in one unsuspecting mouthful, and then it goes straight up my sinuses. Try it, report back. People are obsessed with making everything savory, but also sweet, like it can't just be one. The agave plants throw up crazy spires when they go to flower. It's one of those plants that does death flowers, right? Like they flower once and then they die. Well, at least Madam Bloodshed's up. Wait, no! Well, it's a good job it's not dying in a hurry. Okay. Meow. 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 He went up? Hello, you're so cute. I mean, you could come up even if you weren't cute, but... Hi. You went up? You can jump. You're a big kitty. Or I can pick you up. Are you sleepy? Are you comfy? Are we gonna get the pet? Nope. Darn it. Alright. Oh, you're so sweet. Hi. Hi, honey. How's your morning going? I heard you and your brother trying to break into the kibble container. Did I feed you breakfast? I did, right? I gave wet food breakfast. I'm second guessing it right now. I'm gonna take an early break and verify that the wet food has been distributed, because if it has not, this wouldn't explain a lot. Give me a minute. Yeah, they used to be so little. You guys finally procced the kitten video. There we go. Worth a break. As it turned out, I hadn't fed them and they were, according to them, about to perish. There we go. A little late breakfast. Sorry, guys. Okay, they got it. They got it. We're caught up now. Let's turn on danger mode and go have another look and see if the rares want to be up. Gotta kill more of them if we want this mount. Don't get me wrong, I love pineapple pizza or hot honey chicken, but I don't always need sweet and savory together. They were so little. Tuna was the size of like a small potato. He wasn't even the size of a big potato yet when we first brought him home. Valid complaint from a cat. The rarest draw. These guys are pretty reasonable. They usually, and Moose is the same way actually. Like if Moose is begging for something, it means something's happened or is wrong, and he genuinely needs it. Like in his life, if he's asking, like begging to go outside, and it's a time that normally he wouldn't need to, I have learned that you let him outside because he either needs to like throw up or he's having diarrhea or something. Like, he will tell you, and he doesn't abuse that. He doesn't abuse that trust. He's locked in. It's very sweet of him. Rare dog honesty. Ancient Meat, thank you very much for the 5 subs. Up to 7 out of 20 new subs towards unlocking our final emote. Appreciate it very much. Have you ever read about the Bliss Point conspiracy? Apparently, Prego pasta sauce was created with the perfect recipe for humans to crave it. Is that a conspiracy, or are they just trying to make yummy sauce? Isn't that the point? I need to learn to write like that if I'm gonna make compelling YouTube headlines. It's just got sugar in it, yeah. At least he tells you, my dog doesn't. Haley the Hobbit, thank you for the 30-month resub. Appreciate it. Want to work on collecting. Also, my house fighting each other so much lately. It's very rude that there's only so many hours in a day. Oh, and another gift sub. Up to 8. Isn't all junk food designed perfectly to make you never feel full and or crave more? Something like that, yeah. Usually when one of mine complains, it's because he forgot he still has food. Sometimes these ones will complain because they want kibble, but they still have wet food, but they have to finish their wet food. Poor Moose should never have to throw up big old poop. Yeah, it doesn't happen very often. Especially not since we moved here, but it used to be that he would eat things on his walks in the city, like sneakily and quickly, and then occasionally it would not agree with him. 11 more for an emote? Diva. Cat seems to have developed allergies. Get that expensive hypoallergenic food to see if that makes her feel better. Oh, I hope it works. Poor baby. I thought the void ball throw thing was a cool new devourer animation, but turns out we all have it. Okay. Sure. Prego always leaves me feeling Prego. I don't remember what brand it is. I get the cheapest pasta sauce on the shelf. Maybe it's got all that same stuff in it. I don't really feel compelled to eat a lot of it. I just use it because no one wants to eat a dry noodle. Mom, open the door expeditiously. Need to throw up. You can usually tell with him because he gets a specific face. I feel like dogs get a face when they're not feeling good and they're gonna hurl, where like their lips kind of tense in a weird way. I feel like I've seen like short videos where people are like, oh my god, that dog is smiling, because it kind of looks like they're grinning. And then the dog just goes, She needs to make her own pasta sauce once she grinds her own bread. Wow, chef. From scratch. Don't mind just buttered pasta. I know people eat that. I can't. Usually if it's, I will either make a cheese sauce or I will do a can of cream mushroom soup for mushroom pasta, or I will do like canned tomato sauce. Although this time of year I can kind of fancy that because I have a big basil plant that's doing really well because it's summertime. So if I'm having canned tomato sauce and dry pasta, I will at least chop up a bunch of basil and chuck that on top, and that makes you feel like you're eating something that has met food. It's less of human kibble and it's more related to food. I can't pour a bowl of cereal without just thinking this is human kibble. I am playing a warrior. I'm on a fury warrior right now. Sometimes it's a sick craving to just eat plain pasta. It has something to do with my upbringing. Did you guys ever eat raw pasta when you were a kid? I used to, whenever I was making pasta as a kid, I would take a dry, uncooked noodle and I would just hold it in my mouth. And in my sick, twisted brain, I figured my body heat would cook it. And by the time I got to the end of making the meal, it would be cooked in my mouth and it would be synchronized. Not really how it works. It gets kind of soggy. It does not cook. I used to eat raw spaghetti. Mom would make spaghetti but use angel hair pasta. I do not have a counter on how many times I've killed the rares. A few. It's been a while. It's been a few weeks. Wonder if the basil plant fears its ultimate fate. It's certainly trying its hardest to flower. We're currently locked in a death struggle of it's trying to flower, and I'm trying to remove the flowers before it flowers because I don't want it to bolt yet. I usually fall behind though. I'm not paying enough attention to it. What's the point of cooking if not making the noodles some degree of soggy? Some say boil, some say sogify. This one's not up. Kid tried everything raw at least once. Wait, everything? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I saw someone pretend to eat raw spaghetti and I actually did it. I was very young. I used to think that they looked yummy. They're not. It's not very good. Looked kind of appealing though. Yeah, just like that it was crunchy. I also used to eat paper, so it's not like I had a thriving sense of taste as a kid. Deadheading basil's such a war of attrition. Yeah, I am slowly losing. I've had lots of delicious basil though. I'm really happy with how it's gone. The trick is to keep it right next to both a water source and the kitchen. As close as physically possible to both of those things. Nibbling on a spaghetto as the rest of it cooks is normal for me. Earth is the best race whenever you can pick it. Starburst with the wrapper on. Oh my god, I can't believe... Did you also chew on chocolates or candies that came wrapped in foil and then chew on the foil and then have your parents be horrified because chewing on metal is really bad for your teeth? I'm starting to understand why I have dental problems. Smash up ramen in the package, sprinkle a little seasoning in it, shake it up, eat it raw. We would do that just as like a school lunch. We would just bring a dry pack of ramen and then eat it dry because it was just a thing to take to school for lunch. I saw someone pretending to stick their finger in a light socket and I actually did it. Life has a learning curve. Hello, Jedi Bob. How you doing? No foil. That's terrifying. Yeah, I may have been mildly iron deficient as a child because I also like to suck on pennies. Which is also horrifying for hygiene reasons. Maybe needed a little smidge of an iron supplement. I don't know. One of life's great mysteries. Can't say I've ever stuck a finger in a light socket, though. Glad you survived. Took in a mouthful of vanilla extract. Oh, I feel like that's also a universal childhood baker experience of smelling vanilla and being like, oh my god, that smells so good, and then trying some of it and then being horrified. Hazel, I hope you're having a good stream. I've had 2 wines after work. Now I am eating pizza. Oh, you're living. Living. If we didn't do stupid things as kids, did we really live? This isn't really up. It's a lie. It's lying to me. Up we go. Today I learned you cannot access your bank on a WoW account without a sub. It's like we can simply reactivate my sub with gold. Nuh-uh. Can't get into the bank. Oh, that's kind of annoying. Anyone else ever lick a battery? Oh my god. No, I don't think I licked batteries. I did have a battery that got old enough to like explode battery acid. And I didn't hurt myself or anything with it, but I'm like, oh man, there's all this white fuzzy stuff. That's weird. Who hasn't licked it? No, 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 no. They made Switch cartridges super gross so kids don't try to taste them. Yeah, there's like a bittering agent that they use, I think. You are all the reason that Nintendo Switch cartridges are gross. I know there's got to be people sitting here in chat listening to this being like, oh, so that's... Those kids did grow up and they've ended up here. Sin Hotlanta, thank you very much for the 43-month resub. I stopped at Play-Doh. Play-Doh I feel like is valid because it's salty. It's just like salty dough. Like you could make it at home. We had homemade Play-Doh. And I feel like I ate like a decent amount of it. The end of the phone charger and the phone side also quite tinkly. Oh dear. Then they upgraded to Tide Pods. Why am I suddenly craving Play-Doh? Alright, 1 mount please. I'm ready. Where is it? Where always be right around the corner. Maybe over here. Maybe that's where it'll be. Pets do it too. Chihuahua likes to eat ants and then gag about it. Like, why did you eat it? Now I need 2 wines too, right? I haven't been drinking for the last couple of years, but there's wine in the fridge that came with the house, and I guess I'm just keeping it as like a memento. I haven't moved it from its spot in the fridge. I think it's homemade wine. It has like a sticker on it celebrating some people's wedding anniversary. I don't know these people. I hope they're happily married. What's your priest character name and server? Why? Wine sounds mildly haunted. I think there's also an open bottle of wine from somebody visiting a long time ago that I should probably throw out. I feel like it probably doesn't stay good indefinitely. Either that or it's gotten a lot stronger. It's not suspicious at all. And a kid's plate cookbook had a recipe for edible Play-Doh. It slapped. You're saying not all Play-Doh's edible? Oscar79, thank you for the 71-month resub. Appreciate it. Use half a bottle of wine like that for cooking. Yeah, maybe I cooked something. I don't remember what I made. It's been so long. It's probably not good anymore. Wine soup. Wine fish? Wine onions? I don't know. Something grown up and weird. Does wine go bad? It's probably not getting any better. I feel like most people that drink wine aren't going to keep it around long enough to find out if it goes bad. It's usually one of those things that you kind of go through. Sangria's wine soup. Turns into vinegar. I've had that happen to beers. I had beers that I kept in the fridge because I had this idea that I was going to like beer batter fish once in a while, and I would just keep some beer in the fridge for that. And I didn't realize that if you keep beer in the fridge for like a year before you cook with it, it's going to be very gross. It's going to get really, even though it's not opened and it is refrigerated, it is going to not be good. If you're going to do that, you got to buy a fresh beer. Bitter beer face. And I thought it was gross to begin with. I'm not a beer person. I've never understood the appeal of beer. I've tried a lot of them. They don't click with me. I don't get it. Just funny. You'd think I would enjoy drinking bread. German intensifies. You have good parse? You looking at my logs? I do have a couple good parses, yeah. On healing, as a holy priest. I don't really know much of anything about DPSing. Stout's pretty close to bread. Don't like beer either. Don't really care for alcohol in general. Yeah, I am enjoying my break from it. I feel like I would still drink if I was at like an event or a party and everyone's having a drink. I would probably have a drink. But things like that happen in my life approximately every 4th year. So it's not exactly like it's going to lead me down a dark road or anything like that. Also, if that ever does happen, I'm going to get lit off that one cider or whatever because I haven't drunk anything in 4 years. Yeah, I'm going to have a leap year drink is how it's going to go. The only one left is the crab boss. I'll go look for it. Made a beer and cheese soup once. So gross. Don't like beer. Why did I think I'd like the soup? I did a beer and cheese pretzel dip that was kind of good, but it was very bitter. It was I think maybe from either the WoW cookbook or the Hearthstone cookbook or something. I did not drink at my wedding. No, I had non-alcoholic champagne. It was a very short affair. It was about 90 minutes. It took place in the daytime, and then we got takeout Indian food and went to somebody's Airbnb, and I immediately changed into my sweatpants. Why drink beer when there's anything else? Indian Arab food is the best. It just is. It's just, as far as I'm concerned, it just is. Dream wedding, that's so cute. It was awesome. I didn't have to plan. I didn't have to like organize anything, which is good because I hate organizing stuff. If I ever get to the point of marrying, I'd want to elope. I had a very short list of wants. I wanted our friends and family to feel like they had been to a wedding, because some of them had to travel quite far for it, so I would feel really bad if they traveled really far, and then I just served them, like, Dominoes in my basement. So I needed something that looked classy enough for people to feel like it was worth it for them to come. I wanted some cute pictures, and also I wanted the whole thing to be to be over within a reasonable frame of time. Dominoes in the basement, that's for the after party, right? Alright, leaving this character here, getting on the next one. Aunt was semi-joking about us getting married in her backyard, not gonna lie, not against it. Love a garden wedding. Love a garden wedding. Anyone gets a chance, try pear cider. Pears make better booze than fruit. Pears make better booze than fruit. I'll bite. Are pears not fruit? I'm sure it's just like a typo or like a thought, but I want to know more. I need to hear the rest of that. Either that or it's very low-hanging fruit. Yeah, it's low-hanging fruit rage bait, and I have 100% fallen for it. Have you seen the video of the squirrel that gets drunk from eating fruit at the bottom of the tree that's fermented? No. Sounds funny. Part of our backyard, cranberry bogs, so kind of slays. Pears are... Oh! Pears are better as booze than they are as fruit. Yes, that does make sense. It does work as that. You don't even need to change any of the words around. That makes more sense. Pears make better booze than they do fruit. Okay, alright. You absolutely fried me with that one. That's funny. Pears are pretty good. They're a little mealy sometimes, but I do like a pear. Kind of curious what you wore. I did not wear a pantsuit. I did wear a dress. I got a dress made off of Etsy. It was awesome. It was a really nice dress. And because I had an Etsy lady make it for me, I was able to give her my exact measurements, so I didn't have to get it tailored or anything. And it was not like cheap, but it was under 500 bucks, I think, which for a wedding dress is pretty crazy. They announced what's going away soon. Any surprises? The free GM help. I'm not looking at any shop mounts. Shop is dead to me. Getting home soon from some pre-surgery x-rays done. Hopefully everything all good. Satch, no more free IO. Wait, where's the free key times for the rest of us? Can I ask a GM to give you a map? Oh dear. Anti-pair agenda has to be bait. I was just misunderstanding the sentence. I do think pear cider is one of the finer ciders available. We all get 1 plus 23 key. Just for free. When they become a streamer, they assign you a GM friend, right? I actually did used to know somebody that worked at Blizzard, but it's because I had a pre-existing friend that then got a job at Blizzard. But they don't work there anymore. They also weren't anywhere near the WoW team. I want to say stop dogging on the guy, but also... Little soccer mini event, FOMO as well. Little soccer mini event. We had a soccer mini event? We had to kick a ball into a goal and buy tabards. Man, I must have slept right through that. That is brand new news to me. Gave us trophy decor. Oh, for the World Cup. Did that exist? You get a World Cup decor Horde Alliance posters. Oh. Is it still a thing? Did it end? Tabards are pretty nice. Priest is at 33.20. A free 23 would be huge for me. Yeah, that would put you right over. Did it yesterday. Ends when season 1 ends. Oh, okay. Should I do it? Is it fast? Maybe I should do it. Especially if I'm just sitting around waiting for my rivers to spawn. 5 minutes? Alright. Alright, I'll bite. let's just go do this before we forget. Super fast. No, I didn't do it. If I heard about it, it completely in one ear, out the other. Yeah, let's check it out. Balls have a 1 minute cooldown, and that's the longest bit to it. Silver Moon, huh? Trophy school? Doing it too, following your lead. I'm following your guys' lead. I need someone to tell me where to go and what to do. Checkerboard, Northwestern Silverman. Okay. Checkerboard, Northwest Silverman. Let's head there. I get my WoW news here as well, so if Hazel misses it, I miss it. Oh no. Arrive to curse those who know with Mr. Bloppy. Okay. Let's... Yeah, Silverman's just right over here. I don't need a hearth, I can see it. You literally have to transmog on the faction tabard they sell, or the goals don't count. Okay. Up by the CC Delve. I'm guessing this one. I see a checkerboard. Kind of by the teleports. I see it, I think. Calamity. Took me 4 goals to get credit for 3. Is a touch bug? Okay. Take a look. Oh, Collegiate Calamity. Oh, this one. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Is quest? How does work? Here's a transmogrifier. Here's a sporting goods vendor. I so missed this. Hey, Richmond. What up? So there's a tabard that you can buy or... Oh, hey. Participation. I'm gonna just put it on. I wonder if you have to mog it as well. And they can give you practice balls. Cannot be transmogrified. I need to mog it. Ironically, I cannot mog. Oh, that's funny. It's amazing I was able to equip it. I don't think you're supposed to be able to equip it. So let me put on the guild tabard. And then we'll mog the guild tabard to that alliance one. I'll restrain the urge to... I'll restrain the urge to make a whole outfit for this. We don't need to do that. Actually, hang on. Let's do it on... Let's do it on this one. There we go. Do it on one that kind of makes more sense. Good. Okay. Is he called Richmond because Dick is a name for Richard Dick Sporting Goods? I just figured it sounds like a vaguely British name. Soccer shorts and all. Is this not what they wear? Hey Hazel, how are you doing? Hi Wexna, I'm doing pretty good. How are you? Okay, now what do? I get the ball? I'm guessing that's a goal and that's a goal. I see a little circle. Look like you just won the World Cup. Yeah, they definitely wear Wendigo slippers. I don't even know which goal is which. Oh, that one's blue and that one's red, so I probably want to kick it this way. Okay. Is this what you do? Something happened. Oh, I'm gonna need more balls now. You need 3 of these, right? Am I doing it right? Yeah, the theory next to him. IFC. Gonna need more balls. Of course it's adorable when a gnome does it. Yep, alright, so we just do this 3 times, then they're gonna give us some stuff. Do I need to do it on both factions, or will this get me everything? I didn't get the gold from this. The gold from something else, I think. Both factions. Okay. I'll have to find a horde. Just the one? Just need to do it once. Well, which is it? It's funny there's no one here. Feat of strength is gold. Don't think mogging the tabard is right. I'm not getting any progress. I'll see if anything happens after I do this a third time. Crowd goes wild. You can't learn the horde tabard in alliance. Oh, so you need to come back and buy the second tabard? Is that the idea? Because you're right, I have not collected the horde tabard. I would need to probably come back and do that on a horde. Yeah. Okay. The fact that they give the balls a 1-minute cooldown for no reason at all. Oh, there they go. Landlubber lizard lick off to the races. Slash cheer. Gosh, my gnome cheer is so sad. Woohoo! Yeah! Alright, I'm going in. She's heading down the pitch. Am I doing a bicycle kick every time? Goal! Alright, decor reward. Prized Orb of Azeroth, Framed Horde Pride, and Framed Alliance Pride. Did they just give them to me? Are they in my journal? Do I get them in the mail? Oh, they're here. 5,000 gold! Okay, I own one of them already. That's just for copies. 5,000 gold! One's good. One is good. That's fine. Yeah, you get one for doing the achieve. That's good. I will bring a horde character by just to grab the tabard. This event's gonna go away with season 2, so 12/1, so a couple weeks. But it does take 5 minutes. It's not a big deal. Where's a horde character that I can bring by? Someone said you could put the tabard in the war bank? Please tell Landlubber to wear the tabard. Don't let him suffer the shame. Don't think they're wearing it. If they're still there when I get back, I'll say something. Look forward to hearing about this in Saturday WoW News of the Week. I'm not sure I'm doing Saturday WoW News of the Week anymore. I'm having a bit of a self-reckoning. I'll think about it. We're going Horde. We need to go to the Horde portal. We need to go to Silver Moon. Veldrack and Bismain City. Borealis, Bismain City. IMO. Veldraken's okay. I got lost in Veldraken. I couldn't get to anything that wasn't like the 2 things I normally went to. Base choice as well. Borealis is just my vibe too. I just feel very at home there. It's nice. Spooky Priest. Will you say your Saturday News intro for everyone one last time? Oh man. I feel like there's like 700 videos with it. It's also evolved over time. Are you wearing the tabard? Yeah, they've got a tabard on. You gotta mog the tabard. I did say something. I don't know if it'll come through. I guess they can't understand me. They're Alliance, aren't they? They're an Alliance evoker. Yeah, they won't understand. Alright, we got our tabard. I think they're gone. Back to where as we go. Lagnaros, thank you for the 24-month resub. Happy 2 years. Holy smokes. Heroes, your timing couldn't be better. Mechatork is fading fast. Mechatork is fading fast. I don't remember how he says it. I was doing this one. I'm not getting very quick things. Did it once, got both jerseys. Oh, that's good. I definitely still needed the Horde one when I went back, but maybe you can warbank it like people are saying. I did get both the Horde and the Alliance wall decor for doing the thing once. I didn't need to kick any balls the second time. I just went and bought the thing. So I'm glad they gave us the dialogue to make her stop yelling every time. Alright. I need more rares. I need my mount. You can put it in the warbank. Oh. The equivalent of I understand your frustrations, Giara, in Dornegal. Maybe I don't have sound on often enough. I'm missing all the good vocal stems. Yeah, you definitely get both of the wall decor the first time. And then I guess you can warbank the tabard, or you can swing a Horde character by there. For some people, that's not a big deal. They'll have a Horde alt in Silvermoon, or they can bring one out really easy. Go Placidly, thank you for the 39-month resub. Appreciate it. I don't know how I didn't hear about that whole thing. I'm sure someone told me, and I just missed it in chat. I'm sure someone said something. It would be wild if they didn't at any point. You said tuna salad and a jacket potato is nice. Need to go eat something. We'll wish you happy Friday and vamos. Vamos. See you later. Oh, Tiny Vermin. Recently came across an add-on that was just for making Denath shut up. Mildly secret is in Blizz didn't promote it. Definitely didn't cross my radar. Although I'm not keeping up with like the WoW headlines as religiously anymore. They got a bit wonky. Check this north one more time. I think the decor's cute though. I could definitely see myself putting some of those things up. Maybe in my like streaming room. Little Horde and Alliance. Maybe just the Alliance one. Anything with free decor, I'm locked in. Pardon me. Locked in. Most underrated add-on is the one that mutes the login screen music. Hate that hyper dramatic stuff. The strings bit stresses me out. Miss the Dragonflight login screens. Do you play back during like Cataclysm? Wrath had like the Dragon Roar. Kata's login screen music was thunderous, I feel like. Come on, how I miss you. Wrath Dragon woke me up more than I care to admit. I used to leave my PC on back when my PC was still in my bedroom, and I would leave it on with Rare Scanner on to try to like, or not Rare Scanner, it was Silver Dragon back then, trying to camp the Time Lost Proto Drake. It's like, it'll wake me up! And then the login screen dragon would wake me up. I'll have to WAD, to be fair. I feel like I never see the actual login screen anymore because it just logs in so fast. It skips right by it. I'm not like typing in my login every time. Haven't really thought about it in a while. I was thinking like if I like the midnight one or not, and then it occurred to me I can't describe it to you. That memory was not created. Yeah, that's true. The music does play in character select. That is a good point. I was so stupid when I was younger. I gave the TLPD away to my GM, who was a horrible, vile woman. Asked for help and I helped her and let her get the mount. Oh no. Things you can't take back. What happens with Twitch comments when they suddenly repeat certain words and censor it? I'm not 100% sure of what you're talking about. Things will get auto-censored if they trip the, they'll get auto-censored if they trip the profanity filter, but they'll also get censored if they trip the link filter. So that might be it. And sometimes people that just, like, had a typo that put punctuation in the middle of a word, it'll look like a link to the filter and it'll yank it. I'm not sure if that's what you're asking about, though. Could have had the TLPD. I've never seen it since. There are Discords, I feel like, now that still, like, track that and post groups and whatnot for that kind of thing. I think. Share spawns. I feel like it's the one mount I won't get without a remix. Where is my mount? I would like one Witherbark Pango, please. I don't see that in my chat, Pet Peppy. That is weird. That's a very strange error to have. I would ask if your computer's okay, but it would be bizarre if your computer dying would edit the contents of a Twitch chat. Alright, I'm ready. This is the one. Believe. Manifest. Vibrate. Started vibrating too early. It's not dead yet. Seen TLPD once, but someone killed it before I got in range to hit. I've only ever seen a corpse. Alright. Drum roll? No. Not that time. Maybe next one. Got a mage on a low pop RP server, but apparently if no one else is in the zone for long enough, you have to wait at the full timer for TLPD. They did that for a bunch of rares, and I hate it a lot. Maybe for all of them. Hate that very much. Made Karakta a real pain. Still don't have Karakta, and I am not over it. Big yawn, tired? A little tired every day. I didn't want to get up this morning. Found the corpse 3 times before I got it. It's extra hard to get up when the kittens are like cuddly in bed in the morning, because they know, like, they've been sleeping by your feet, and then they notice that you're awake, and then they kind of like pad their way over up to like your head, and then they kind of crawl in your chest or like nestle in your armpit, and then they like flop down and start purring, and like you're gonna get up. You're gonna get out of bed voluntarily? It's amazing I made it to stream on time. Got 2 hours last night, more than plenty. No! No, it is not. I know sometimes it's unavoidable, but it's not good for you. And I am not here for people. I'm not here for the thing that people do. They used to do it at like workplaces that I worked at, where people would like try to one-up each other with how little sleep they got and how sick that was. And it's like, no, it's really bad for you. And sleep is, I know, elusive sometimes, especially if you have young kids. You can't always make it happen, but like, really important. Oh, Purple Crystal Drake in the Stonecore Zone. Never seen that one alive either. That one was my most unethical mount get. I was in the zone and I found it. And I killed it and I took it, and I think there were people following it that were maybe like waiting for a friend to get there or something, but they were the opposite faction, and I was like, first come, first serve. Kind of unethical. Fair game? Fine, I'll have a nap, jeez. Yeah, my utmost sympathies for missing sleep. It does suck. I am not nice when I'm underslept. But definitely not a flex. You'd make for an excellent rogue. Tough to coordinate with the opposite faction. Yeah. All's fair in Mount Warfare. That's what they get for having friends. RL class rogue. Sort of. I'm pretty sneaky. My neighbors don't see much of me. Stealing other people's cakes and snacks. Emergency garlic bread. Garlic bread? Garlic toast. Potato, potato. Pickpocketing kitties. Snacks. Garlic anything. The garlic toast that we had last night, my husband made it for me because he's very sweet. And we were out of garlic, but then we remembered that we grew garlic this year. And we dried it, and it was in a different room. And he went and used some of the garlic we grew, and it was so good. That was pretty satisfying. No ZA? I'm in ZA. I'm the queen of ZA right now. Made an amazing tzatziki yesterday. Used it in a chopped salad. Ooh, that does sound good. It's too early. You guys are gonna get me hungry. Fresh clove rubbed on the bread. Touch of... What's EVOO? 6 cloves of garlic in it. I love fresh garlic. Oh, extra virgin olive oil. I've never seen anyone acronym olive oil before. Maybe I'm not in the chef circles. You ever had garlic sauce? I make kind of like a knockoff aioli where I'll mix mayo with lemon juice, salt, pepper, and I'll press a clove of garlic into it. And that's a really nice sauce to put on sandwiches. I put that on like a roast sweet potato sort of veggie burger thing, and it's pretty good. Kind of like strong and back. Where's the hazel bread taste? Starving now. Fresh clove grated into crunchy toast, so good. The other thing I like to, speaking of fresh bread, I like to press fresh garlic into bread dough. Like if I'm making like a garlic herb bread, I'll put like a bunch of fresh garlic in because it loses some potency when it bakes. A couple of cloves of fresh garlic and then some fresh like rosemary and oregano and whatnot in bread with like an olive oil for the oil base. Yummy. Yum, yum, yum. Make a lot of garlic bread. Leftover makes perfect croutons. You guys eating salad? You're just eating croutons out of the bag. My toddler nephew had a phase where he liked eating croutons as a snack. And I feel like someone gave him a bag of them for Christmas and he was genuinely excited because he was like 2. Just some Caesar salad croutons. Homemade roasted garlic mayo on anything. Talking food we made, only hit 70 the day before yesterday, so I made homemade chicken dumpling soup from scratch. Took over 4 hours, so worth it. Oh, that's awesome. Croutons are just 3D chips. That's what my younger cousins did all the time. I used to steal chocolate chips out of the chocolate chip baking container. My mom had hidden them where she thought I couldn't find them, but I can find it. I'm onto it. See? Rogue! Yeah! I actually was. I did a fair amount of sneaking around the house. Like Harry Potter with a cloak or something. Or some other less problematic metaphor. I did a fair amount of sneaking around because you don't want to get caught out of bed after bedtime because, you know, it's a spooky castle, but like... You learn how to like roll your feet to like distribute your weight really slowly so that you don't cause the floor to creak and wake anyone up. Sneaky, sneaky. Whenever I wanted something sweet, all I had was chocolate chips. I used to do microwave mug cake. Like if I ever had like a really bad chocolate craving, I didn't have anything handy. It's pretty easy if you have like standard bake ingredients around to do like a chocolate mug cake that you can put together in like 5 minutes. And then if you have a little ice cream to put on that, that will generally do it. Haven't done that in a long time. I guess I haven't had a microwave since 2020, but that used to do it. That used to work. Make mug brownies a lot. Mug cookies would scare me. I would be afraid of burning them. With the mug cake, I would like almost undercook it a little bit, so it was more like a lava cake. A little bag of semi-sweet chips was a great book reading snack. You don't have a microwave? No, I never got around to getting one. It would take up a lot of limited counter real estate in my kitchen. And the last kitchen and the kitchen before that, so I just never did it. Aunt still moans about it to this day, 37 years later. Stole an Easter egg in a store when I was 2. Snuck over to the clothing aisle, hid in the clothes, eating it. Aww. My life is sustained by my microwave. The microwave gives life. Good morning, how go Pango? Good morning, Dougie. I'd say so far so good, but we don't have it yet, so I guess not that good, but we're killing rares. Bought a house with an in-island microwave. We'll never have one on the counter again. Yeah, if one had been built like over the range or into an island or something, then I probably would have used it, but I'm not giving up counter for it. And I'm not renovating anything. Maybe one day if I wake up as a different person. I'm not finding my rares up. I don't want to waste too much time on this. I'm going to start looking on RP characters. I have not seen the garlic microwave hack. As a non-microwave owner, it's probably not that relevant to me. Don't have one too. You get used to it. I haven't thought about it much. The main thing that I missed at first when I stopped having one is I used to microwave like sort of rice bean bags for like cramps and stuff. And I had one that smelled like lavender that was like a little like plushy shape. And that was very cute and very comforting to me, and I kind of missed that. But then I just kind of got like a hot water bottle, and I would boil water in an electric kettle and do that instead. And now I have electric blankets, which is even better. Microwave them for 10 to 15 seconds, insta-peel, the skin falls off. Peeling garlic's not hard, though. You slice off both ends, you crush it with your knife, and then you just kind of take the skin off. I feel like that's faster. It takes me about 4 seconds. Low-key enjoy mincing garlic. I have a hand garlic press that I like quite a lot, but I will sometimes mince it if I want it in bigger spots. What am I doing? I'm getting on crawdad. That's what I'm doing. I do totally believe that microwaves work to peel garlic. I 100% believe you. Many people don't crush. Why not? Don't get the garlic smell in your hands. Yeah, that's the best part. That's my favorite part. That's how I keep the vampires away. Also, even, like, if I'm using my garlic press, I don't get any garlic juice in my hands, even peeling them. Just, like, snip, snip, crush. I don't know. It seems fine. This is, it's funny the things that people like and don't like in the kitchen and the things that some people just do natty and some people want workarounds for. I am on the other end of the spectrum. I am a huge fan of onion goggles. I have a special pair of goggles that are kind of like swim goggles that I wear religiously for cutting onions because I will not cut onions without them because I am in such pain otherwise. And also you're handling a knife and you're streaming tears down your face and that's dangerous. And if I just wear the goggles, I don't have to deal with this problem and it's not an issue and I love them. And every time that we talk about them online, there's going to be a couple people that are like, just suck it up. And it's like, I think maybe we're having different experiences. Maybe it can't possibly, like, either you're very tough and a little misguided or maybe it doesn't pain you the way that it does for me. Love the onion goggles. It's not like it's hard to put them on. They don't take up a lot of space in the drawer. I've had them for ages. They're great. Why are you making my eyes burn just talking about it? Yeah, onion fumes hurt bad. And then people are like, oh, you soak them in water and you hold a piece of bread in your mouth and you stand on one foot and then it won't bother you one bit. And it's like, or. I hear what you're saying. Or I could wear my super sick onion goggles. I think I have a rare gene not sensitive to it. Yeah, I think some people must. Some people definitely must. Hate cutting onions. Maybe consider onion goggles. Might change your life. Favorite videos are the cats that insist on being close and they're crying too. Oh. Yeah, perhaps the type of onions I like to cook with are like some of the fumier ones. Kind of still want some onion goggles now, though. I mean, not to push Amazon, but Amazon. I don't think I paid very much for mine, and they've really held up, because they don't have a hard job. It does kind of feel like a life, like I've cheated, I've hacked something. Use the French ones. How do you know what kind of onions I use? I use the cheap ones. I mean, maybe they are French. I like a yellow onion. I like a medium yellow onion. They're normally cheapest at the store. They have a good onion flavor. They're not gonna muck up my dinner with weird sweet onion garbage. Sweet onions are fine, but I don't cook anything with them, and they jump scare me every time I accidentally get one, because I'm like, why is this different? This is not what I wanted. Oh, it was a joke. Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I misunderstood. Sometimes I don't get jokes. Onion le fume. I didn't get it. Right over my head. Love red onions? Sure, they are the worst. This is the boss that dropped the pango for me. Maybe it's gonna come for me. One mount, please. Could be the moment. I'm ready. Let's go. Nope. Wah, wah. Farming for one remaining mount. Just the pango. Wet paper towel next to the onions won't get any fumes. I just don't believe it. I can't imagine how laying a wet paper towel adjacent to the onions would perform better than having goggles that prevent them from reaching my eyes. I just don't understand. I'm sure it helps a little, but like, I don't know. I don't believe it. Hi, Tuna. You wanted in?
You wanted in.
Oh, hi, buddy. Would you like to come up? This is my other cat, Tuna. This is the emote we haven't unlocked yet. Also, my friend Tuna. The fumes don't bother me, but I almost always forget, rub my eye or something before I wash my hands, and that sucks all day. Oh no. That would suck. I used to, I used to get myself into trouble back when I would deal with peppers more. Hi, Mr. Tuna. Yeah, I'm growing jalapenos in my garden this year. Hi, baby boy. Someone earlier, they're probably long gone, but someone earlier was asking what a cow cat looks like. And Tuna's a cow cat, because his black patches are random. They're not like a consistent pattern like a tuxedo cat. So he's like a white cat, and he's got a black tail, and he's got black ears, and he's got like a couple of patches on his face. And he also has tummy buttons. He's got tummy buttons. Oh, sorry, buddy. He's furry and he's cute. Hi, did you miss me? I miss you. Can you bless me with some luck for the next mount drop? How are you? You feel better now you had breakfast? I'm so sorry it was late. Hi. I did his nails yesterday, and he was like sleeping under my desk by my feet, and I decided it's time to do your nails. You have been shredding me for days. So I pick him up, and my normal way to trim a cat's nails is I put them on their back and the crook of my arms so that their feet are all kind of sticking up, and then I just kind of go foot by foot. And Tuna was like sleeping at the time, and he was sleeping, and I put him on my lap, and I put him on his back, kind of like this. Shall we demonstrate? We do it like this, and then he just kind of like his front end sank forward, and he just went back to sleep while I was working on his nails. Like he was like, I'm not waking up for this. And I just took each of your little feeties, and we take the little nails out, and you were just kind of like, okay. This isn't so bad, huh? It's both. It's my wedding ring, my wedding band, and my engagement ring. I wear them together in a stack sometimes. Last cat would never accept being held by that. It's super nice for working on their feet, because you've got access to each of the little feeties. So you can just kind of like toe here, snip here. Actually. Hi, will you let me do one? Will you let me do one? Thank you. Good boy. Thank you. Yeah, not so bad, huh? Hi. Obsessed with Tuna. He's so good, right? They're both actually very good about their nails. I've been doing their nails since I got them, and they've both been very chill about it. You're what the hell you doing? Aren't his markings so cute? Almost got that kid on a massage stupor. I think he's just comfy. When Tuna takes his nap time very seriously. 4-year-old cat was a barn cat. She refuses to have her weapons trimmed. So jealous. Yeah. I think I'm lucky because I got them when they were very young, so I was able to kind of get them used to it. With Kira, I used to bribe her every time. With you guys, the standards have really fallen. I don't give you any treats for that. I just kind of do it. And then you just kind of deal and it's been fine. Yeah, sweet baby. I know. He's just gonna sit here, I think. You let me know if your back starts to hurt, buddy. I don't want you getting a crick in your neck. I guess I'm not leaving because his rare hasn't spawned yet. He's purring too. Can you hear him purring? Hi. How are you? I think this is what he wanted. I wouldn't chew on that. He's his little baby. Sniff mats that I got for my dog arrived today. They were a complete success. Both babies love them. Aw, it's nice. Cat SMR. Love his little Fu Manchu. He's got like a little goatee patch on his chin, which is very cute. Sitting in your arms like I sit in my chair. I've been sitting horribly in my chair in the last week. I've been trying to like work on some stuff that makes me anxious. And I've been like crossing my legs and squeezing them together and hunching my back and turning into a shrimp. Terrible. But it's like so hard not to do that when you're feeling that way. Black and White Foster has a mustache. I thought when I first saw him that his markings looked like calligraphy. I thought he looked like someone had taken a beautiful ink, like a beautiful brush, and dipped it into some ink and done some markings to try to write some calligraphy on his face. Like a hi, little piece of historical artwork, huh? You're so soft. He's very soft. He's kind of oozing. Are you good? What? There you go. What is this one? Look at these little bunny feet. What are you supposed to do with those? They like the cheek rub. That's a good spot. Soon we'll be getting a black and white Jimothy. Yeah, it is a little bit like a Rorschach test. That's true. It's a very little ink blot test. I am waiting for a rare to spawn, which is partly why we're doing so much cat time. He looks at you with so much love. It's very cute. I feel like Tiki's been in love with us, but Tuna's just starting to get there. Tuna was just kind of like, this is a place to be, and now he's like, oh hey, you're here. Hi. You're the lady with the food and the warm snuggles, and oh my god. Do I need to change your guys' food? You guys are deadly. I don't know if that's a kitten thing or a food thing. You might need to eat something else. Yeah, this is the last of the 8 mounts I need. Witherbark Pango is the last one. Hunter, great task class to multi-class. Hunter is a great class to multitask cat cuddling. I almost didn't say that. Kitten thing, yeah. Wet food makes stinky toots, apparently. Kitten thing from my experience. Yeah, maybe they'll grow out of it. He's still in the crook of my arm. Over 440 tries on this one now. Holy smokes. I guess I can do this world quest. It's going to give me like 1,000 gold. Yeah, their food is high in protein. That's a good point. Back again, which means the Pango's going to drop in the next 15 rares. I'm ready. Little feral druid in my lap. So cute. He was like meowing to get into my office, which is adorable. Like he thought about me and I wasn't in the room and he was like, I'm going to go see. That's very cute. I feel very special. Oh, what's up? What's up? Hang on. I don't think anyone's gonna kill it in the meantime. Did you feel depressed when your head was shaved? You seemed a lot healthier since you grew it back out. No, I really liked having a shaved head, but people gave me a really hard time about it. And also, I've been trying to put a little bit more effort into my content, and I feel like putting on some energy is beneficial for that. So I try and stream from a higher energy place. But no, I really liked it. If I ever moved to an off-camera job, I would probably do it again. It was so much more relaxing and peaceful to maintain and to like have physically. Like, it's not like a hit. Like right now I've got like 4 products in my hair and it's heat styled and I'm using like special stuff and you pin it this way and it's like, it's a whole job. But it's occurred to me that sometimes it's not a bad idea to just give the people what they want. When your job is to be likable and people like a thing, maybe have a think about if you can deal with it. Good bulb. Like the shaved head, pink's cute. All this heat's making me consider chopping all my hair off. Oh man. I feel like if I had like habitually short hair and I was just like normally a pixie cut person, or if I was just like a man that had a short haircut, I would shave it bald every summer. Like it'll be back to floofy by fall anyways, so just buzz it, my friend. Be free. No, buzzcut not coming back. Not anytime soon. You need a certain shaped head to have very short hair? I don't think you do. I really don't think you do. I think you can kind of look like anything, and if you're happy, you're happy. Done a pixie cut before, hated it after a while. If I thought I would look okay bald, probably would be, but alas, self-image. Shaved mine when I quit working at the prison as a disguise. Gamer headphone dent doesn't work with bald, though. Oh, we're losing him. We're losing him. He's oozing. He's oozing. You want to reconfigure? Here, get your feet under you. You gonna go sit on the PC? You're all fluffy now. Okay. Guess I'll go farm rares for the mount too. You might just get it. What if it just drops? Could happen. Also, I have 1 more stolen supplies and then I'll get some gold. How are the fur babies feeling about each other? Oh, they love each other so much. They get along really well. It was really nice that we didn't have to separate. Like, we had to separate them when we were treating the cats for ringworm. That was like a medical thing. But they all get along super nice. Beric, thank you very much for the bits. That is a massive bear booty. Holy moly. Is he working it? Reminds me of a kid's story where a king wanted the best barber in the lands to cut his hair. However, the barber must know the exact amount of hair strands the king has. Otherwise, he gets executed. That's dire. Oh no, I missed it. Barber goes on a wild journey to find out the number of sand in the beaches, stars in the galaxy, only for the story to end with a barber just making the king bald instead. Learned I love the waves curls I get when putting my hair into a bun after a shower. Always feel pretty seeing myself with them. Aww. It's lovely when you have naturally curly or wavy hair and you find a world where you can live with it. Thoughts on friskies? Friskies. Frisbees? Friskies. Cat food? That's like a really affordable one, right? I feel like any food's better than no food, but some of them have a little bit more filler in them than others. Best, most freeing thing we ever did in the house. 3 kids came home from school with lice, and instead of dealing with that, we took a vote, buzzed it all off before treatment, just before summer break, kept cool that summer too. Oh yeah, I bet with the kids on board, everyone in the house did it. All females except for 1 lonely guy. Tried making a purr clip featuring Tuna there. I'll look for it after stream. Might make a fun short later. Yeah, I'm trying to streamline my workflow so I can take stream clips and turn them into shorts for Reels and TikTok or whatever a little easier. Trying to like save all my settings so that it's not like a heavy lift thing to do. I don't know that anyone wants them, but that seems to be what the people are doing. I have exactly 1k tenders saved. I don't know if I can ever save as much as you, though. I mean, that's like a whole month's worth. You're stocked up. You have, if you think about it this way, you have a lot more traders post goods. You have many more. How do I say that correctly? You have much more trader post. You have many more traders. The plurals really muck that sentence up. You got a lot of stuff. You got good stuff. You got the goods. You got more goods than me. You got a lot of goods. I got a little goods. I got a lot of tender, but I mean I don't got a lot of goods. There has to be a grammatically correct English way to say that without turning into a caricature, but I do not know what it is. Could not sort it out. Yeah, I got tendies. I got the tendies, you got the goods. Got the vibrant petal wing from Herondor today? Oh, congrats! You got the sauce. Maybe the sauce boss should make some sauce. I don't know if I'm saying that and expecting anybody to know. That is a meme that is just between me and Flabby. That is the insidest of inside jokes. You're not getting this mount, are you? Today or like ever? Because I'm not giving up. You know me. I'm not a... Actually, I am a quitter. I'm famously a quitter. But I'm not a quitter when it comes to a mount farm. English and your complicated relationship with logic. Tenders makes me think of chicken tenders. I did give up on the Gilded Waders, it's true. Gilded Waders makes it sound like they're really shiny boots for going fishing. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Count Klaus. It's tough when they leave us too soon. Doo-doo. Why can't Drakthir be DKs? Makes me sad. A Drakthir Death Knight would be very funny. I would get a big kick out of that. Good. Hello? One mount, please. Also, this guy needs to get some... Oh, he has potions. I just didn't put him on his bar. Maybe use one of them. Holy smokes. I'm level 82 in a bit. I might actually level some of my alts doing this. Have you ever been interested in going beyond casual over your WoW years? I feel like I play to the level that I'm comfortable with. I do AOTC every season. I healed to 3,400 this season, so I feel like that's pretty good. As someone dug up earlier, I have a couple good parses. It's just not the focus of my content, and I don't feel any need to raid Mythic or try for 1% or anything like that. I don't feel like that would be satisfying or worth it to me. I feel like you kind of have to be ready to sacrifice in order to get that kind of thing, and the thing doesn't hold enough value for me to want to sacrifice for it. Yeah, no. One of the Race to World first teams. I am glad they do what they do because it makes for a fantastic spectacle. I don't get it. It looks like a terrible deal. It looks so hard. And so stressful. And for what? I don't... Whatever the rewards are for that is some gene that I'm missing. Whatever gratifies about being part of that is something that just doesn't click with me. It just sounds like a lot of sacrifice for something nebulous that is beyond my comprehension. I did get to 3,400 for the first time. I don't think it's casual. I feel like that was pretty good. I tried pretty hard for that. I worked for that. Me and my friends together. Does gear appear on Drakthir? Shoulders do. Shoulders and belts and cloaks are the 3 slots that will show up on a Drakthir and Drakthir farm. To see the rest of your outfit, you will need to be in Visage form, although you can now spend more time in Visage form than you used to. I'm not going for the 1% mount. I am not. You get to rise your blood pressure for free. Had an amazing parse and a mythic pug, and then my next mythic pug, they assigned me to a mechanic, and my parse was so much worse. Hazel, I want an undead duck dragon mount. A Sindragosa, if I may. Sindragosa, you may not. You absolutely may not. Top guilds end up playing much less than the majority of players. They just condense it really hard. Yeah, maybe. I like my bedtime. I like my work-life balance. I like my boundaries. I did hear Jimothy's coming to WoW. It just doesn't seem like my scene. Are they like Worgen? Yeah, kind of. They have a visage form, like a humanoid form they can switch into. Yeah, and then in combat, there's different options now. It used to be that in combat they would be like in their dragon form. Like certain abilities would put you into dragon form and then you would stay there. Now you have options to only be in dragon form for the abilities that require it, if you don't like the dragon form. Or you can keep it on all the time, whatever you want. Want a blue dragon duck mount? A Mallardigos. How high did you push your keys? 16s. Just 16s. And I don't even think we did all of them. I think we did all 15s and then like half 16s? Maybe 6 out of 8 16s? But I don't pug keys. I play with the same group of people all the time. We don't get that sweaty. What races can be them? They are a race. There is also a class. When they first added them, Evoker is the class, Drakthir is the race. And when they first added them in, the race could be one class and the class could be one race. So all Drakthir were Evokers and all Evokers were Drakthir. Since then, they have allowed Drakthir, the race, the dragon people, to play other classes. So you could be a dragon priest, you could be a dragon rogue, you could be a dragon mage, etc., etc. All the ones that can be lots of stuff. Evoker still must be Drakthir, because the class is very closely tied to the race itself. But if you were going to be like a Drakthir priest, and you wanted to, you could be in visage form, I think, all the time. There might be like a racial that pops you into dragon form, I'm not sure. I don't like them that much, so I don't really have one. Why not 6 out of 7? Keys are not fun beyond 3400, haven't missed anything. Finished the Battle of the Bridge scenario, and now I have lost every single quest I had. Oh, that's annoying. No Evoker win. The only race that can be an Evoker is Drakthir. It's kind of confusing when you're just listening to it in words. I feel like it makes more sense when you see it on the login screen. Where are my rares? More rares, please. I'm ready. I have to pop on war mode. You know what? I'm gonna do it! See if I don't. That Hearthstone would take me to Orgrimmar. Tuna, that's not a cat toy. Tiny gnome dragon would be funny. Yeah. Unfortunately not meant to be. I always wanted a tiny gnome demon hunter. They don't let you do that, but I always thought it would be awesome. That guy's always up. Now that I don't need Eversong rares anymore, I feel like I always find them. Who would have thought that this month would see Hazel playing a warrior and voluntarily entering war mode? Double jumping gnome. It'd be fun. You know. My gnome just likes to jump. Do you want to see a gnome with Fellbeam? Right? They fumbled Visage by not having many of the other races available. I thought that was such a good opportunity, too. I feel like maybe it just would have... I feel like it might have just made the login screen crazy complicated, or the character creation screen crazy complicated to have basically all races and their customization options in there. But they totally could have done it. Tuna, you're tired. You look like you're getting up to trouble, but I can tell you're sleepy. You just want a nice nap. What does the visage form look like? The female one resembles female humans, but you definitely get options like you get some scales, you get some different. They look a bit different, but they're sort of based on the female human model. Whereas the male ones are more based on the male blood elf model, I think. My boy cat also gets grumpy before naps. He's just looking around like he wants to get up to trouble, but I can tell he's not going to do it. He's just going to settle down somewhere and pass out. Tuna's a very dramatic sleeper. He sleeps like he's just been killed. He just... Tiki like settles down all cute. Here, let me just show you my Drakthir real quick. It's gonna... Picture's worth 1,000 words. Hang on a second. Let me just zoop over here. Log out Insta. I'll just show you my evoker and the character creator real quick. Do I level a Drakthir mage, specifically Outland leveling, or a Dwarf Death Knight? Ooh, those are very different things. So my Drakthir is also an evoker, so it's the matching race and class. This is what she looks like in the dragon form. And then I'll show you her visage. There's lots of hairstyles available. I chose for her to not have hair because I like the way the scales looked on her scalp. Her scalp scales. Yeah, this is the bald dragon. I did put hair on her for a hot minute for a video or something, but then I took it off again. It didn't feel right. Based my evoker off of Daemon Targaryen from House of Dragons. So this is what the visage form looks like. So you can see that the body is basically like a human female, but then they can have some like horns. They can have like these little head piercings. Mine is obviously bald. You've got some other options there. And then if she uses a Drakthir ability, she'll turn into a dragon. I'll take a quick look at the character creator so you can see what that looks like. So they can be Horde or Alliance. And then you've got body 1 and body 2. The male visage form. It's kind of, here, we'll randomize a few times. Kind of like this. More of like a male blood elf thing. But they can also have, they can have horns. I forgot that mine could have horns that she doesn't have. There's a lot of options. They have four different tabs of options that they can do. And you could do this and you could be you don't have to be an evoker. You could be a warlock. He could be a priest, rogue, mage, hunter, warrior. Looks like kind of a sick warlock, actually. Give him like some red hair. Red hair, pink highlights. What I wouldn't give for the OG races to get new customizations. Look at how many tabs of customization this has. Look at Haranir. And look at how many options. Page after page after page after page. Choices, 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 choices. And then let's look at gnomes. Let's look at what you can do for a gnome. Oh, it's one page. Oh, do you want to have earrings? What color should they be? I mean, that's something. It's not nothing. Do you want phase 1 or do you want phase 7 or do you want phases 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? At least they added a couple more hairstyles. When you look at that, yeah. Void Elf, much the same. Some races have been left very far behind. I feel like gnomes might be one of the worst ones. Yeah, Void Elf. Void Elf is right up there. Just like the one page of options. Which is funny because when you go to Blood Elves, I feel like they got expanded. Yeah, they have at least 3 pages. It's not too much, but you can give them Love Island arm jewelry. You can give them some bracelets if you want. You can do some different things. They let you do the eye colors now, so if you want to high elf it up, have at it, that kind of thing. Okay. Let's go back. I was on Crawdad and I was farming rares. Volpera needs love badly. Undead also bad. Undead got better. I feel like Gnome is worse than most of these in terms of just options. Yeah, I can show you the Moth Mount. I got it as part of the resub, the 12-month sub. Some Void Elf hairstyles exclusive to them, so the Blood Elf. What do they call it? I haven't gotten on it yet. Sunflare Drift Moth. There it is. So it's one of those ones that like dives in from above. Holds its wings kind of funny when it's running on the ground. Here, let's zoom out a bit so we get a good mount special. Islewin, thank you for the 38-month resub / mount special. There we go. Oh wow, okay. Summons a little butterfly. Eats it. Yep, there it is. That's the thing. It's not my favorite 12-month mount. It's fine. Thank you for showing. Yeah, it looks like a star mount. Because it is. But at least they hand them out with long subs. 8 more subs. We don't have to do that today. We've got the rest of our lives. Y'all know y'all want to do the emote. Let's do the where's the Tiki? There's Tiki. And then there's Moosey. Where's Moosey? I don't even see it. Yeah, you can do them on a 6 or a 12-month sub. I'm on the annual sub and it jump scares my credit card every year. Almost a waste to get it all done in one day. I don't really have another goal in mind for after the last emote. That was kind of my idea for the time being. And that's fine. We don't have to always be running a goal. If anything, I feel like they're a little bit more special if they're a little more unusual and not something that we're just doing all the time. If we don't complete the sub goal in the next 20 minutes, Hazel quits streaming forever and the world explodes. Separate issues. I quit streaming and then the world explodes, and not I quit streaming because the world exploded. Am I gonna break my own trap? I am gonna break my own trap. Partner plus thing kick in? I don't have to, it's automatic. I don't have to do anything extra to claim it. I don't think we made it to tier 2. I'd have to double check. I don't think so. But we're definitely on tier 1. Oh, that one hurts. Missed the other emote sub goals because I didn't realize Tuna was the last emote. For now. I love the little Tiki one. Any cats in here? Oh, yeah. Tuna is under my desk. I have my feet in like the little foot oven thing. I have a little electric foot warmer. And Tuna is just like half moon crescented, like he's draped himself like around the edge of it to mooch. Tried to say leech and mooch at the same time. Leech off the heat. I did not make the emotes. I commissioned an artist. I definitely did not draw them. You can tell the emotes that I drew because they're kind of scuffed. You can tell which ones are from me and which ones are not. I've left some of the ones that are from me. Like Hazel Love and Hazel Wave are both Hazel originals. Those I drew those. Same thing with Hazel Cry. And I feel like they're classics just because we've had them for so long, but they're not exactly the most modern of art. Someone did a big thing on the auction house. I flipped Battle Pet. Someone put up a flawless amethyst worm for 10k gold. You're on it. my favorite. Drawing so small, very hard. Well, you draw big and then it shrinks. You can draw it on a much bigger, it would be very hard to draw that small, but the power of computers makes it not a problem. Detail gets lost. That is true. That is true. It is harder to see detail when it's tiny. Although it does make it easier to overlook imperfections too. Something looks a little bit wonky, it might still be cute when it's really tiny. Gonna put it up for 500k. Holy. The huge flip. I love Hazel Wave, got a lot of character. Hazel Wave is our free one. Anyone on Twitch chat can use that even if you're not a sub. There we go. You have a foot warmer? How cold is it? It's not that cold, but my extremities lose heat when I'm sitting still at anything less than like 28 degrees Celsius. And of course it's never that hot inside, so if I'm gonna sit at my desk and stream, I almost always have like a blanket and a foot warmer, and my hands are still freezing. I have to go like run around and like try to fix my body heat after a stream ends because I'm slowly chilling to death. It's probably fine. I don't think it's a real issue. It's just kind of a side effect of sitting still for 3 hours, I think. It's not so bad during the day when I'm like up and moving around. Alright, one mount, please. I'm ready. Been target farming one ZA mount for weeks. I feel that. Tough finding an artist to commission? I have always done it through Fiverr. And I'm sure there are people that are using Gen.I there. I tried to look for an artist that has been active on the platform for a long time and has shown good work since before the age of Gen.AI. I don't think I can prove that they didn't use it, but the progress sketches that they showed me I feel like would be annoying to do, because AI doesn't like making the same image a bunch of times. It can, but it tends to shift things even if you're using the same prompts and whatever. So I'm choosing to believe in the goodness of people, and I did my best to find an actual artist, because I could have just Gen.AI'd emotes myself if I was going to do that, and it's yucky and I don't want to do it. Necrohexer Razka. I gotta remember to dig up the receipt and save it for end of year. Actual genuine business expense. 1 kill left to add another 50 kills to the tally in Petalwing Hunt. Closing in on 1,000 kills. Holy. Gen.AI makes me sad when I see someone do it. Shows they don't care enough about what they do and or planet. Yeah. People are gonna use it. I don't really want it in my content. And it's only up to me, so I get to do that. I can keep my content made by people. I can do that. Got one of the ZA mounts on my first kill and then haven't gotten a single other one. YouTube has a terrifying button that I've clicked a few times to find out what it does. Alright, because I clicked it once to find out where it does, and what it does is it will scan your video and AI gen you a thumbnail for it, and they're terrifying. Spooky. Weird. Don't like it. Never gonna open a YouTube video with a Gen AI thumbnail. Unfortunately, they're gonna get harder and harder to spot. There's obvious ones, and I'm sure there are already unobvious ones that are flying under everybody's radar. And perhaps that's just the way the world's going, and I will be behind, but that's fine. I can just be behind. Yeah, sticking to old habits until I die because I love being a hater. Yeah, that's basically where I'm at. Plus, if it ever hits the age where, like, they have to jack up the prices of those things and they're just stop all being free, because they assume that people rely on them, they can't get any money out of me because I don't rely on it because I'm not using it. They can't make me need it and then upcharge me because I don't need it. It's not solving a problem that I had that I didn't already have good tools and solutions for. Doo-doo. Do you think they're switching the cheating GM to Jimmy? I mean, based on the post they made, I think they giga-fired him. I think that was a security at your desk kind of situation. Hazel, hello from Croatia. Hello. Hello from Canada. I hope you're having a lovely day. Giga fired is it's worse than just getting normal fired. Play Hunter from 2008. Wow. That's before I started playing. I started playing in 2009, but I've changed classes and characters a lot. Love to watch your videos. Aw, thank you. Oh, my rare's up. Maybe this one will drop them out. "100% think they announced adding Jimothy to try to bury the GM thing." To be fair, they already had the art of it before the scandal broke. They already had the people had already like picked up on the leak. They were happening around the same time, but I feel like they had it in advance. But I definitely think that maybe something got expedited to try to get some good press. Wouldn't hurt. That, and a lot of people were asking for it to be a pet. Yeah. Honestly, many of things people have seen as wrong and soulless throughout the ages have become the standard now. Conveyor belts, robotics, computer graphics, block letters. Pretty sure AI will join that list. I do see that argument. He might be onto something. Maybe this is just my old lady yelling at clouds moment, I guess. I don't know. I think that there is something that is innately special about human effort and attention. And I think it's going to become more and more valuable because there's less and less of it to go around. And that is the thing that AI Gen really lacks, is human effort and attention. It's like the epitome of the loss of it. Elevators used to terrify people. Elevators were still a little scary. Yeah, and that's setting aside all of the valid conversations to be had about like the environmental impacts, the social impacts in the communities where they're building data centers, the water thing, and like all the theft, all of the training on stolen content that's happened. And also, where does it go when it ends up training on itself? If new things are not made because they don't need to be made anymore. You know, I feel like the snake eating its own tail is going to get to a pretty yucky place. Just got the Hawks Rider from Eversong? Congratulations! Maybe Night Elf Paladins would beat all of it, though. Need to bring the Nelf Hunter and numbers back up. We should beat the Paladins. This guy has done his lap. He's all set. We'll pop him back into an inn where he can get some rested. Grab another character and have at it. Wow, my bags are full of garbage. I could probably make a little gold selling all this. Let me, Also, let me check for mail. Maybe there's upgrades I could wear. Yep, those are better. That's better. Definitely better. Not better. Better. Oh, Ellie Sneaks, thank you very much for the 3-month resub. Well, appreciate it. Thank you so much. Glad to have you here. That one's better too. What about finger? Got rings. Yep. Just the leech tooth band. What about neck? Any necks? Nope, not a better one actually. What about cloak? Back. Trinket? Lots of trinkets. He's using 102 trinkets. There's a 152. Epic. 139. 126 puzzle box, but like it's a puzzle box. Here, I'll put this one on. Got that last mount yet? Not yet, Angie. Hopefully soon. Maybe soon. Maybe not soon. No way to know. We'll find out one day. Is it gold you get to keep? Here, it's gotta be a vendor in here, right? Yes, okay. Drives me nuts when you go into a building filled with people that looks like some of them should be vendors and no one wants to buy your garbage. Let's just, oh yeah, I gotta learn that. That's right. Oh, that's that's knowledge. I am not counting attempts. Oh, hang on. I need that. Oh, no, I don't. It's leather. That's right. I check for armor types. No, I'm not counting attempts. I don't know how many. More than 5. Maybe more than 7. Couple of weeks worth. If we do the fishing grind for the void dragon thing, I will count the fish attempts for that. Someone's stepping on my feet. Tuna, is that you? I hope it's Tuna. Keep my fingers crossed for you. Oh, thank you. Today could be the day. We got a little more time. Know the feeling? I get inside, my bag full of junk, and all they say is, "How did you get into my house? I'm calling the cops." Hello, Mr. Sonic Chen. Yeah, it's either a current pet crawling over your feet or a new pet. Ooh. Took me 1,600 casts to get the fishing egg? Oh, wow. That's a project. That'll keep us busy. Mildly nervous about that. I feel like this paladin actually does pretty well, damage-wise. Maybe not. Maybe I spoke too quickly. Taking a minute. I do have a horde house. It's my beachfront Airbnb. Kind of a vacation home vibe. Cute. It's definitely not as densely decorated or carefully thought through as my Lion's house, but I kind of like that. I wanted it to feel a little bit like someone decorating like a vacation rental. Yeah, kind of cute, quirky stuff, but not too much of it. It's also on a public neighborhood. So I figure anyone who ends up there and wanders through it it's got like full access and people can visit the vacation home. Save your housing coupons, all new items data mined in the next patch, cost in coupons. You got it. I feel like I must have a lot of coupons. I haven't needed to buy anything from Endeavors in a while. And you just get, you get the tickets. You get the community coupons from all sorts of stuff. So my main has like almost 1,200 of them. Kind of surprised it's just my main. So many coupons saved up. Got 5K account wide. So many coupons from grinding the mounts. I wonder why I don't have more coupons from grinding the mounts. Bit weird, right? Maybe I didn't set something up. Oh, we don't have an Endeavor live, that's why. We never picked one, I guess. I should look into that and see if I can do it. I might have permissions for that. Also, where am I? Where's my root scanner? Hello? Should be on. Oh no, it is on. I don't know why it's not shown on this map. Weird. Raid mounts, I guess? I feel like having the Endeavor on would help. Silverman one kind of annoying because for the rare kills it has to be Eversong ones. Oh, it wouldn't count kills from everything else. Pop on war mode here. Been done with those for a while. Yeah. How much Marl are we at? Decent Marl. It's stacking up for sure. Could probably get through a couple of vendors worth of stuff. Speaking of Endeavors, the Niffin Endeavor sucks. Would you say it sniffs? I like the oh, I'm just 404ing. I'm fried. I'm having a hard time. I'm in combat. Oh. It's weird. Oh, I like the dirt. I like the dirt from the Niffin Endeavor on the Endeavor vendor. I feel like that's pretty cool. I wonder if I should just go look into the Endeavor thing. Enjoying the Mechagon Endeavor. If I'm ever in queue, cleaning up the oil is the perfect thing. Spent a lot of Marl buying mythic gear for alts. Like the Mechagon Endeavor, but it makes farming the mounts in the island a huge pain. I have tried decor duels. I farmed all of the Mog and the mount and everything, all the decor from them. They are pretty fun. I got a big kick out of them. I did them all on stream. That was like I was a lucky one. Got the egg within 500 casts. I've heard I've heard people more recently say that they didn't take like a crazy amount of time to fish up the egg. I think it got some changes. It responds better to perception or something like that. Dropping my kitty nail clippers. That's what I'm gonna do. 1,400 illusionary coins so far. Nice. Yeah, it's a cool mount. I'll pop to my neighborhood and see if I can turn on an Endeavor or something. My guild is playing Palworld right now instead of WoW. Still no dies on our guild-wide Palworld hardcore server. No deaths. Nobody died. I've lost some pals. I'm going through Nightwings because I keep getting zapped by something while I'm flying on them, and then my Nightwing dies because it's low level because I just got onto it. Apparently I'm not careful enough when flying. 440 makes me really laugh. Maybe I am too. Cannot stop playing Palworld. It's a problem. My stuff is so basic and baby and tame. I need like a tomato seed in Palworld. I have 2, I need 3, and I'm just like really struggling to get it. I don't even know where I got the first 2 from. I feel like the pals that dropped them are kind of hard for me right now. I'll find it. I'll get there. Oh, almost there. Almost there. Anything in here? Oh, 30 coupons. Thanks. Wow. Which one should I do? Does it matter? Yeah, I had some coupons in the chest for sure. I have all the decor from all of them, so it doesn't matter in terms of collecting. And I'm not really going to do endeavor tasks. And nobody else is online, so I feel like it's not. I might go ethereal. I don't think my guild's done ethereals yet. Portal to Borealis that way? Well, look, kitty. Okay. Playing Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. That game is crazy. Never in my life I thought I would have heard phrases like memes, the DNA of the soul, ever be spoken seriously. 31 is more fun stuff if you decide to do anything. Hi, Hazel. Good luck on the last of the world drop mounts. Thank you, Frederick. Cross my fingers. I'll get a couple more chances in today. We haven't been lucky yet, but you never know. I keep saying that. I guess it's true. I have a very sleepy tuna on the rug under my desk by my feet. They both like hanging out right by my feet, and it means you gotta be very careful when moving your feet or your chair around. You don't want to run over a cat. I don't think they know that they're in danger. Kind of look before you put a foot down. How many ults am I running per day? It kind of depends on how many I'm getting through. Some days are faster than others, and I'm finding rares up more easily. Maybe 7-ish? Big-ish. Because I do 390s, and then I have Hunter, Paladin, Mage. That makes 6, and those are on an RP server. Different RP servers. I feel Mount Energy. Alright. Tuna emote not unlocked just yet. We are... How are we doing on the goal? Yeah, let me make it big so I can read it. Hello? Unlock this one. Make it big. 13 to 20. We're 13 to 20. I main my priest. That is the last one. After that, there's that's it. That's what we got. I'm gonna have to think up a new goal after that. Usually get 10 per day. In for 150 kills. Holy. Like Alfredo sauce, they're urban myth. Hot dang. Yeah. You waking up? You dreaming down there? I've seen both of the cats like actively dream, like be asleep and be kicking their little feet and twitching their little ears and running their little paws. And I wonder what they're dreaming about because they've only been alive for a couple of months. They don't have a lot of life experience. What could they possibly be dreaming about? Nordrasil, that's 50 gift subs. I think you overshot 7, friend. Holy moly. Hot damn. Thank you very much. Wow. Are we there yet? I think we're there. Imagine if we got the mount drop right now. Imagine if after 50 gift subs on Twitch, we just got the mount. It could happen. Not meant to be. I think that just might do it. All right, let me get myself to my next camping spot, and I will actually hang on. Excuse me. I will get the emote added. I'll wrap up the goal. Holy smokes! Thank you so much. Come on. Huge. What all cats think about food, play, and sleep. I think maybe they're dreaming about catching like the birds and the butterflies they see through the window. That might be it. Or playing with each other. Or playing with the dog's tail. Poor Moosey's tail is in such danger at all times. Every time he gets happy, he starts to wag the tail. Tuna just shows up out of nowhere. All right, let me figure out. Let me get this tuna sub online, huh? That sounds like lunch. sounds like lunchtime. Yeah, he likes to attack the tail. He likes to go, and luckily Moose's tail is quite fluffy, and I don't think that he. Here we go. Give your window a refresh. Can I just like What's the default keybind for refreshing a window? I don't know if I have it. I'll just do it the old-fashioned way. F5? Yeah. Just wanted to refresh my Twitch chat window. Hazel Tuna. There he is. There he is. You guys, I bet you never thought I would do it. And cool. Thank you very much. Wow, holy smokes. Love it. Yeah, just Hazel Tuna. No exclamation point. I've realized after I did it the first time that that's just for chat commands. F5, yeah. Let's go. I like the tuna one best of all because I feel like the expression is very tuna. It's got a very much, I have just spawned my first brain cell and its thought is chaos kind of expression on it. I will get these set up for YouTube tomorrow, so any YouTube members can use them too. What do you think? You like them? Honestly, even though the moose one doesn't really look like moose, it's growing on me. It looks like an alternate universe, you know, Pixar version of moose. When it's really small. It's got a little bit of moose energy. Yeah, it's cute. Alright, I'm ready for my mount. Uh-oh. there's a horde fighting that one. Yeah, it's the WoW. It's the WoW Pet version of moose. The WoW Pets usually end up looking like that. Here, I will show them on screen actually, because anybody watching the YouTube stream or the YouTube VOD probably is like, "What on earth are you talking about emotes? I can't see them." Squeeze me, and that would be very valid. So let me just pull up the file real quick to just show them on screen so people know what we're talking about. New emotes. Full size. Da 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 da. Da da. There they go. That is the Tiki emote. That's Hazel Tiki. That one's Hazel Tuna. And he's kind of like... Which is something he does a lot. Tiki's happy to see you. Tuna's devising his next chaos. And then there's Hazel Moosey, which is very cute. Or just Hazel Moose. Very cute. It's got the right colors to look like him. Yeah. There you go. Those are the new emotes. Now everybody can see. Alright. We're looking for rares. Hazel watching your stream made the mount drop? Oh, congrats, Vinda. That's awesome. Won't let me use it yet. Try refreshing the window. It should. They should be just tier 1 subs. Tier 1 sub emotes. Wait. Okay. He's here. He's here. I'm ready. I'm ready for my mount now. One mount, Mr. Froggy. One mount, please. Poor Moose had to wait 3 years to become an emote. I've had that boy for 3 years now. Coming up on anyway. He's past his 3rd birthday and we got him when he was just a couple months old. Needs more frog mounts. He should get 2 more emotes then. One per year. I'd love to do animated emotes, but I don't, I'd have to think about how I want them to be animated. And I might want to try those myself. I used to like doing that. I'm not very good at it, but sometimes it's fun that you tried. Sometimes it's cute that you gave it a chance. Ball moose chasing it. Doo-doo. Okay, this one's gonna be spooky because scary rare. All right, let's do it. Tuna chasing tail. Tuna likes to chase his tail. Actually, he does that a lot. He was doing that yesterday while perched on the top, the very tippy top of the cat tree. There's like a basket covering the top bed, and he was standing on top of the basket, chasing his tail in the most precarious place possible. And I'm like, buddy, please don't die. You're so young. Please be careful. He was careful. Classics, waving, dancing, cheering. I would love for them to be things that people want and use, you know? Emotes are very, very Pareto principle, very 80-20. I feel like 20% of the emotes get used 80% of the time. They can't all be winners. Love a dance. I see a lot of dancing emotes when I start stream. I feel like those are always fun, especially because the song is rolling. I feel like that fits in. I feel like I'm a little bit still stuck in like 2015. What if you had an Inksy emote? I don't own IP for that. I know people do it. I have made a pretty distinct point to not have any custom paid emotes or anything like that that are using Blizz IP. I know people do it. I'm sure it would be fine, but I just sleep better at night by being a giga stickler for the rules and that kind of thing. I don't even paywall WoW videos. I have paywall YouTube member videos, and they're completely not WoW. They're not on the game at all. They're like me and my house and my life and stuff. I like that one bear emote someone did earlier. Best emotes are the ones that express the most emotion, hence the name. I can do emotes of me, but I feel like I don't like those ones as much. Plus, it's really hard to nail the hair color because it changes constantly. So, like, I feel like I have a couple of different Hazel emotes that are, like, of me. And completely, we've got blue hair and we've got purple hair. Neither one of them is on brand. And then my emote has green, or my icon has green hair. All hair colors I've had before, none of them currently accurate. Make a set with different hairstyles? You could. I don't think that they would get used. People don't use the humanoid ones in this channel. We like the animal emotes around here. The pet emotes tend to go pretty hard. I love the Kira Hazel Lurk is like a real good one. I like that one a lot. I have that one hot keyed onto my stream deck because I like it so much. I gotta start streaming with that. People like the table pat ones usually. You get a little kitty just going poke, 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 poke. So Tuna asks for uppies. Actually, no, Tuna asks for uppies by being like, eh! And then you look at him and he's like, pick me up. What add-on to use to find rare bosses? Love the stream. I am using... Well, first of all, thank you. I am using Rare Scanner. It's playing the noise. It's marking these green skulls on the map, showing me where they spawned. It pins a little waypoint. I have it pin a waypoint when it finds one. Alright. One now, please. Not that time. Not destined to be. Maybe one or two more. A couple more chances today. It could happen. And if it doesn't happen, there's always tomorrow. There are many ways to spend your life, and this is definitely one of them. How many else did we use today? I can go back and count. I didn't full clear on each of them, though. Some of them I abandoned early because I wasn't having any luck getting spawns. Go check the north ones one more time. 12-1 will probably be here before I get the final 3. It might be. You could get them all back to back. Bing, bang, boom. Could happen. Could happen. Technically possible. One chance per rare per character per day. Yeah. So each character can do a whole lap of the rares. And if you need mounts from different zones, you can do different zones on the character. Early on, I only used like 2 or maybe 3 characters because I was doing all 4 zones worth of rares. And I can do more characters now because I only have 1 zone's worth of rares left. Don't have one yet, using 7 alts. Oh man, it's gotta be soon. What's up, KC? Converting to a standard issue sub, thank you so much. Those count for Partner Plus, which I really appreciate. We're gonna do this one, and I'm just gonna be brave and believe, and maybe roll a defensive because this guy kind of sucks. I feel like I do pretty good, but then I run out of buttons to press, and then I'm like, well, that's all my damage. 10 gifts of holy smokes! Thank you so much. Holy mackerel or some other large fish. Holy moly, you guys. Massive gift someday, which I really appreciate. Sorry I can't show you a mount drop. I kind of wish I could just like squeeze a little hard and make one happen to you know, help make this worth it for everybody. Ma'am, you have cleanse. Poison stack, so easy for pallies. Mm-hmm. Paladin, yes, that's what I am. I know these buttons. I do not have cleanse. Alright, now I have cleanse. How dare it use the priest renew icon? Blizzard, you gotta reuse icons? How many do you have? What do you mean? Night Gem 318, thank you very much for the brand new Prime sub. Thanks for picking me for your Prime. Helps me out a lot. Alright, maybe this is the mount. This will be my last kill for the day. I gotta wrap up after this. There's always lay on hands. Alright, drum roll. Thought I could trill it. I can't. Nope. Nice long loot window. I thought it was gonna happen. Not meant to be. Every copy-paste talent build for red as you skip cleanse. Like, no, it's so useful. Always next time. Oh, there's the alert. I feel like my alerts have been kind of snoozing. I don't know if they've been running properly. I should look into that. Maybe update the alerts next, because those are kind of vintage. Rogue is like my 6th alt. Definitely the worst rogue in the game. I definitely know how to play some of these classes better than others. My poor mage is an absolute tragedy. It is a Greek tragedy watching me try to play the mage. I'm just pressing a bunch of buttons trying to figure out if Pyro is going to be instant cast or not, and then I just kind of mash it until it goes off. Way too useful. Mythic Plus open world. I'm just flying her down to an inn to get rested. Yeah, big tragedy. Speaking of, what a movie. One of my friends went to see it. They said it was awesome. I have not seen it. I will watch it whenever it wraps around to streaming in a couple of years, probably. See how that usually goes. Mage is my main, and I love it. Glad we have one button now for classes I don't know. Yeah, it helps for sure. Look at all these fishies. Nice fishies. Ooh, shrimp. Glad you got to see Monostat today. That was you, right? I was looking at that and I was like, that was either you or there's two of us. Need to work on our Mog. I don't know how many attempts I have. Today we ran 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters, which is a few less than usual. I think we usually get to 6 or maybe even 7 sometimes. Because I normally get through the Druid and the Mage, and sometimes the Hunter as well. And then the other day, the Hunter before that, but it just depends on how fast I'm finding rares. I'd like to thank you all very much for joining me today. I appreciate the company. Thank you so much for all of the support and the gift subs and the regular subs and the Prime subs. I will get the new emote squared away for the YouTube stream soon. Appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.